Welcome, everyone, to tonight's Midnight Ranting, Aliens and Witchcraft Demons. On this episode, we make a combo sandwich of little green men and red-hot witches. So won't you join us for some apparently supernatural fun? We're a skeptic channel, but at the later part of our show, we'll be opening up the floodgates, which means anyone could come and join us and say what's on their mind. We'll also give everyone the chance to have their own opening and closing statements, atheist or theist, liberal or conservative, come as you are, just not on the sheets. Also, if you'd like to see your questions, comments, or thoughts right on screen, you can do so by tagging me at Amy Newman. We also have some Discord if you'd like some memes, discussion, or debate action. Lastly, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that all button icon so you can get live reminders for our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch streams. And if you'd like to support the show, we offer some unique perks with the aim of creating more content at patreon.com/Amy Newman, including awesome Patreons like K.O. Champ and Oz from the Atheist Round Table. All right, with that being said, how are you, James? And are you ready to be beamed up to the party?
Beamed up to the party or beamed down? I guess it depends on whichever way you're looking.
That's true.
Yeah. I think we have something very special cooking for him today. A very, I can't even think of the term, a very special preacher, a very, yeah,
he seems like a very honest individual doing Bob's work. So
he is absolutely upstanding, and actually, yeah, his name is Bob too. So
yeah. That's true. That's funny that you say that. Okay, so I'm just trying to get to there. Oh, he has a little disclaimer. That's nice. And okay.
Now, people in our audience, just a warning. We are probably all infested with demons in our inside, so if you see anything that makes you one of those demons want to come out, don't fight it. Just let the devil do what he wants to do. And then if you go and withdraw all the money out of your bank account and you give it to Pastor Bob, he might be able to do something about those demons for you.
You got to give them all the green. Give them all the green, and that's how you know your prayers are answered. Unless they're not, in which case God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, you were asking God to make a square circle. You can't do that. You know, he can only do what he can do.
And this is my first time. This is my first time being introduced to the lovely Bob Larson. And I did take a little bit of a preview, and I do have to say he's quite a character. And so without further ado, we are Midnight Ranting on Aliens and Witchcraft Demons. Who knew that I was going to say that sentence? Amazing.
Aliens and Witchcraft Demons.
I know. What a sandwich. It's like peanut butter and chocolate, really. And all right, let's get to the fun.
Tally ho. Now, this is a YouTube stream. This guy
That's true.
On YouTube.
And I will say, let's do him fair. If you want to check out Bob Larson's content, he's on YouTube. He's a YouTube creator, just like all of us out here. So go check him out. And I think my cat wants to go eat. So let's start the fun.
Let's start the fun and get the cat in.
Welcome to Bob Larson Live. If you've been watching, you know. Expect the unexpected. You have no idea what's going to happen. And I have a feeling tonight you're going to be on the edge of your seat.
Edge of your seat, Amy.
Happen. And as always,
I'm ready for it.
Way, pick up a cell phone and call somebody or text somebody or somehow get in touch with everybody, you know, whether it's on Facebook or on YouTube to watch tonight. Notification bell, because that's how you know new things are coming your way. Let me give you a good example of that.
Sounds like you, Amy.
Little Nas X thing and the Satan shoes hit the scene. We got on it right away. I did a special blog about it, and like
Amy,
that,
did you order your pair of Satan
YouTube.
shoes?
It happens so fast.
I have
there's no way
to.
You could have known about it unless you subscribed. If you subscribed, then you knew.
Then you fight
and
Satan.
You had warning. You were one of the first to have an opportunity to see it. So that's so very important. Tonight, I confront a situation, a woman with a lifetime of abuse in every form. Then she experienced an alien invasion during sleep paralysis as long-clawed demons ripped at her. And that's just part of the story.
It sucks that that's always when it happens. When you're actually having your body fail you, that's when the aliens come.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her.
This whole concept of extraterrestrial alien.
It can be very terrifying, but your body does that. It shuts off for a reason, so you don't act out your dreams and end up hurting yourself. Damn that evolution.
Exactly.
Supposed invasion from Mars. In fact, at the time, it was so
from Mars. From Mars specifically. All right.
That was the H.G. Wells book.
Under alien attack, and those kind of fears have not subsided.
Oh, okay.
Periodically, people claim UFO.
I always get too excited. He was explaining the time when they played the broadcast, which is a good thing. Okay, for a second, I thought he was saying the aliens that were coming to demons were from Mars, which also would have been cool.
They're aliens and they're demons, kind of just whatever. Just give them the money.
Though I will say, it's funny that what he takes away from that story is not to be skeptical, but to say, hey, maybe this could lead to aliens. I think the point of the story was that we played the alien. They just read Orson Welles, and people thought that it was real. And so the takeaway should be that we should be skeptical, not that, hello, aliens and witchcraft demons.
Many to believe that they're
aliens, they're demons, whatever. Give them the money. He'll make them both go away.
In southern Nevada, a secret landing spot of UFOs, and that they actually have had alien beings that they have kept there and analyzed. Others insist aliens are among us. In fact, on my old radio show days, I did a show on the topic of...
It's not substantiated, but they may very well be. But what would that have to do with him?
And they become that person. You don't know who you're talking to, whether or not they're a walking alien. Some of them are referred to as gray.
And I just want, because they're gonna. I don't want to give too much spoilers, but someone's gonna talk about demons and aliens. And once again, no matter what the claim is, just bring it to us. Like I said, I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool as friggin' hell. I just think, unless they want to harm us. But the problem here, once again, is I think we all know, and you'll see this often throughout his video, but I think we all know what's on this man's mind, and it's not witchcraft demons. Well, maybe it is, but that's only on Saturday at the bar.
These reptilians, and of course the little green men and the Nordic aliens. More distributed stories.
So if you guys are worried about like gnomes or pixies that live under your bed, go ahead and send me money. I will ask God to get rid of those pixies for you. So, you know.
And he just said Nordic aliens. And
Nordic aliens,
I just want to point out that,
Well-
the Norse gods. Is he now saying that the Norse aliens now?
No,
trying to-
it's one of the races of beings people claim to have seen are aliens that look like Nordic people, Caucasians with light, very fair skin tone, like blonde, hair, like you would imagine most Scandinavians, like your typical Aryan might be. Like the Nazis got a spaceship up there. I don't know. Praise God.
Praise the
glory to God. Glory to God. It's all for His glory.
I think my favorite aliens and religious comic or joke per se is there's two aliens who have just landed and they're looking up at Jesus who is lying there on the cross and they're just like, let's get the fuck out of here. I think that sums up
not a bad sentiment at all.
And us and why the aliens aren't coming here.
Then they see people wearing the crosses all over,
Yo, I have a problem with that because I think Jesus would have a problem with that. Once again, it turns into that whole reinterpretation.
Just because he died on one.
Honestly, Christians and probably many religious people, there is this pattern of switching. Like, you don't understand. We are free. We're free serving God. And you're like, yeah, that kind of sounds a little bit toxic of a relationship, but okay.
Oh, you mean how they got free from the Pharaoh to go wander in the wilderness and be slaves to God instead? Makes perfect sense.
Oh, and Aunt Jer says he's been around since the 90s. Interesting.
He has been around, yeah.
He like a religious Alex Jones? This is fun. All right. Aliens and Witchcraft Demons. Once again, I want to say that sentence as often as I can, because how often am I going to?
Including sexual violations. Our guest tonight has struggled with
sexual violations, Amy. That's your department.
And on at least one occasion claims there's been a possible invasion and that she was a victim of an alien attack.
And my heart actually goes out to the woman that's about to appear on screen. But the insidious thing is, once again, religion. And I won't...
Well,
he's not seriously trying to get to the bottom of what's happening.
Exactly.
But an hour of fascinating supernatural exploration
save
it.
Supernatural. You love that word.
First 3 years of our marriage, I was trying to conceive and have a baby. And I didn't have a problem conceiving. I would get pregnant, but I would miscarry each baby. So I had 3 miscarriages, one after the other. And I would actually feel like there was an alien that would come and take me up and go with their hands into my stomach and start eating my uterus.
What does that feel like?
Eating something. And I remember I was
How would you know that feeling?
I couldn't move, and I would try to scream his name, but there was no sound that would come out.
As two people without a uterus, I feel like it's hard to even comment, but
yeah.
I imagine there could be a physical feeling of having miscarriage. I would not deny that there could be something, but she went like, holy moly, escalated quickly. Like it had to be aliens were reaching in to make the miscarriage.
An alien reaching in. Yeah, that's what I'm like. How would that feel? I don't know.
Yeah, that escalated quickly.
What you've done and how you're doing it.
Oh, he's got the cross.
Once again, what's about to happen, what is happening, this is what I think Pentecostals do when they do tongues. This is play acting. She's pretending to be a demon.
Shut up, masterpiece.
Or possessed.
One of the two.
Many disguises. You can't find me.
Yes, the many disguises. Yes, you will obey. You will obey me. Whew. Sorry, Wendy. Her 4 for 4. It sometimes gets really deep inside me. But yes, thank you. Play acting. Continue.
That laugh. He has perfected that evil laugh.
Also, you're not seeing an ad that's just put in by YouTube like I thought the first time. No, this is Bob making his own ad. Here we go.
This month on our YouTube members only channel, 6 brand new videos plus very special features. At the sword bearer level, curse breaking, the basics of
Like I
curse
said, did it take
breaking,
long
include
to
you
get to
with
the
between fictional
the sword bearer level.
curse,
At the penis sucker level.
also at the sword bearer level, behind the scenes. A woman named Sonia, 5 husbands, a lifetime of abuse and torment. I ministered to her in the fall of 2020. This time, behind the scenes.
I ministered to her? I took money from her? Is that what he means?
And then at the soldier level, you get.
And once again,
exorcism
I'm not hating.
uncut.
Once again, not hating for anyone who wants to run a small business, who is trying to get their product out there. It's just a little weird when you're selling the invisible product. It feels a little bit too easy. The talk about no free sandwich, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the free sandwich is right over there. Exorcism uncut. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I saw that on Pornhub.
Hey, at least they're social distancing with the masks, right?
That's true.
Because the demons, you know, they won't want to get COVID.
For ministry.
Don't want to get.
She
Wait. What is going on here? What is going on here? Because I was going to say, it's almost science. There's a Clorox box in the back. People are wearing masks. There's a laptop. That looks technical. But and go. Are you better? And go. Are you better? And after this, you have to pay more.
Yeah. You got the cross. $39.99 for the next one.
We take payments, though. Don't worry.
had sold her soul to Satan after involvement in a satanic cult. You can't miss that. Also,
how much did you get for your soul, Amy?
Exorcism.
About $350.
Yeah.
Or the best offer.
Who had a
OBO. Yeah, the devil doesn't pay well with that.
Thor because of
once again play acting.
And also at the
or hypnosis. I think some of it could be hypnosis. What was that last
one? Because of, I want to just play that again because it's a good statement.
Who had a Russian demon and the demon Thor because of
Thor.
Ancestors.
Where's KO Champ?
Also,
there you go.
At the sword bearer and the soldier level, you get badges, emojis, web discounts, MP4.
At some point, you got to pull up his live chat because that's
only 10 minutes.
That's rich.
Then, at the commander
no, he's rich.
At the commander level. Are you at the commander level, Amy?
Only when I go to sleep.
The Cobra Commander level.
Deliverance light.
Where's the Destro level?
But don't really cast out demons. What's behind that? Also, a special feature at the commander level, Bob Larson Archive. This time,
there you go.
Back 20 plus years.
Bob from the 90s.
Talk TV, Robert Downey Jr. You'll want to see what happened when I was on his show. Plus, at the commander level, you get special discounts for joining the School of Exorcism and the Advanced Academy of Deliverance.
The School of Exorcism?
Periodic
You in, Amy?
One-on-one.
Woohoo! I'm all for it.
Sounds like Trump University.
I was about to make that joke.
Members only channel. Enroll now.
Enroll now, baby. Brian Stevens says there was a woman who came to my door and wouldn't leave. She kept asking me for tree fitty. Then I noticed it was that damn Loch Ness monster dressed as a woman. God damn you, Loch Ness monster.
It happens. Werewolves, Loch Ness monsters.
It does. Every once in a while. Apparently, aliens and witchcraft demons.
But did you call Pastor Bob to perform an exorcism on you? That would be the logical next step.
That's how you get rid of them.
And awaken
At the commander level.
At the commander level.
Yeah.
Welcome
And
back
we're
to
back.
Bob Larson Live. We've got some chats out there, and we got some super chats, and two of my
Super
favorites.
chats. Bob takes super chats.
Thank you for the super.
Also, not hating, but you transitioned from a money thing to a money thing, Bob. I'm just saying, drop the money thing, get to the shtick. I get it.
Super chat gift of $100, and Diane, there you are again.
$100
$49.99
for this man.
So much. A couple of quick chats I'm going to go to right now. Urbex says, "Hi. So are aliens fallen angels?" Well, actually, some years ago, I wrote a
Good
book
question.
called UFOs and the Alien Agenda. It's out of print now. You probably can find one on eBay out there. But it's no longer.
Was it a bestseller?
Many of our
It wasn't a bestseller.
I posited the idea that aliens
He'll
are
sell you one, though, I'm sure, if you call him.
all this extraterrestrial phenomena is really a spiritual phenomena, and that demons know the ability of the transmutation of energy and matter, and they can.
I got
do
excited.
things
Half second.
Demons know how to transcend matter and all that. They know all that.
miles an hour and make right-hand turns and absolutely defy.
They
It's
also seem
demons.
to get around, God's plan or whatever God wants, or maybe God wants demons. He seems to let them hang around, do things. Why doesn't he snap demons away? Is it that whole free will? Oh, I don't know. I don't understand why a hell would to begin with, because the hell thing is confusing. Is it controlled by Satan or is it controlled by God? And they'd say, well, everything's controlled by God. And it's like, well, then hell is just a different place that God controls. That's just God's other dude. That's just God's executioner, torture guy down there. Why are you blaming him? He's just hired. He's hired staff.
Well, if you ask Will said God made the devil, rebel against him. He was created specifically to give God a foe, an enemy to fight against.
And see, I was going to say it goes back and forth. I would say almost Will has an advantage in that he doesn't believe in the free will thing. So I think normally theists would say, well, free will, you can't give demons free will. But then
It just makes God out to be a bigger dick.
That just pushes it back. That just says, yes, that just makes God the mob boss. And then it's like, okay, well,
He's
then just
controlling
prove it.
both sides.
Exactly. If God is the mob boss, I'm fine. Just prove they exist. That's all I care about, because I don't care if he's mean. I'm not going to deny just because a dude is mean. But okay, once again, we are midnight ranting on aliens and witchcraft demons. I hope
sword bearer level.
At the sword bearer level. We're not quite at the commander level yet.
The laws of thermodynamics defy all the physical laws, gravitational laws.
Demons, all those laws, they can fuck them.
Is demons shape-shifting into forms of flying saucers, whatever it may be. And yes, these aliens are demons, and they come in different ways, but none of them really look very pretty. I mean, the Greys, the little green men, the reptilians, and all the rest of them, they're hideous. Well, why are they hideous? Because it's the best the demon can do. I mean, demons look a lot worse than that, but they're trying to look a little
And
better.
actually, I get mixed signals on demon canon on whether they appear ugly or whether they're beautiful or hiding their ugliness, or, who knows?
They're not real, so, I mean, they can be
Well,
whatever.
yeah. It can be whatever you want. That reminds me of Tarantino. He said, I used to get in fights with people that said my character couldn't beat Bruce Lee. And I said, well, I made the character up, so yes, he can.
Yeah. You could make up a character in basketball that could beat the shit out of Michael Jordan, take him to town every day.
When you're playing with fantasy, it could be whatever you want. Exactly.
Yeah. With Lee Strieber and these encounter groups that meet and talk about all their alien abductions, very, very dangerous stuff. In fact, if you were belonging to the members only channel. We air.
Though I will send, because he's about to plug more, I'll send a bone out to half of the Christians who I think actually cringe when they watch this stuff. So, because this guy is over the top. This is what we talk about with the evangelicalists. When we say people would be out of their job or they're making the moolah if they gave up their faith, these are the people we're talking about.
Recently, an Oprah show I did some years ago where I took.
Yeah, what else could he sell? Like home warranties for your dishwasher?
Very defiant about defending witchcraft. Why not? Because he's into the whole alien thing. So another question. Severus says.
Those two are not connected. I mean, cool subjects. We're connecting them now. But he just said, once again, I want you to hear that sentence.
Who was very defiant about defending witchcraft. Why not? Because he's into the whole alien thing.
Oh, well.
Hey. Severus says, what do you know about the
of course.
IOOF? I assume you're referring to the International
Witchcraft, aliens. Yeah, it's all the same.
My fiance found out today that his father was a member. Dangerous stuff. You need to get my book of world religions. I have a section in there, and somewhere here have a copy.
I'm sure he does have a book for that you can get. I'm sure he does.
Book. If you don't have it, you need to get it because I talk about the odd fellows in there very briefly. We got a big section of
at the commander level. You'll get a 10% discount.
But basically, they're just another one of these secret societies. Anytime you have a secret society, you have the potential for terrible things happening because they enter into, Freemasons, of course, have terrible, awful, bloody death curses that they speak upon themselves.
Of course.
Ever to reveal what goes on.
I had Freemasons come into Walgreens. They were always nice. I don't know why these people always trip the frick out. I like freaking out. I like freaking out Freemasons and saying, praise to the architect. And they're like, that's not, it's on the internet these days.
Yeah, their rituals. Yeah, they're online. Yeah.
They're like deists.
Everybody knows. Yeah, they don't allow atheists. But
they're basically deists. They're like almost over the line. That's why they're shitting on them because Freemasons, like a lot of our forefathers were deists, and that's towing the line too close to us atheists. And so, yeah.
Well, I mean, they'll tell you that at the top they're really worshiping the devil, but
Well, exactly. Well,
once you get up to the top,
if you're not worshiping whatever religion for a lot of these people, then it's they could take the pagans, the atheists, the Satanists, Muslims, and the Jews, just everyone that's not their thing, and it's all one bucket. That's why he says aliens. Yeah, that's exactly. That's why aliens and witchcraft can go together. Why the fuck not? It's not Jesus, so why not? Peter, woohoo! Peter in the house. If Will doesn't believe in free will, does that mean he's a prisoner of his own beliefs?
He does say that. Yeah.
We're gonna have to take him up.
That's irresistible. Their unconditional election. One of them.
All I know is that we're going to have a free will episode soon, and it's going to be called Free Willy. So look forward to that. Woo! Nate Dogg in the house.
From Tart.
We are having some awesome fun.
Look at his face. Look at the expression he just had. Oh.
Yeah. It's just so funny because at a certain point he has to get to the topic. And I know he does, but holy moly, man. Like, I know you got to feed the bills. I got my Patreon link down there. I'm trying to feed the But at a certain point, it feels, once again, I said, the whole method is not here to help people. The whole method is not to be spreading Jesus. This man would not have a job if it was not, I would say the collar, but look at that. He's looking a little bit more fly. He's spreading that Jesus. I guess that's the Catholics that do that, but they're here to make that dough.
Yeah, he's got his collar off. This is Casual Fridays.
Casual alien and witchcraft demon Fridays. Yeah. It's all good. And
at the commander level and up. Only.
But we'll even give out, once again, this is Bob Larson. He's got Spiritual Freedom Church Ministry down there. So we're even giving a shout out to him, even though we
If you've got
disagree.
lots of money, Bob would love to have it. He would love to have your money. He will do something better than you will with it.
It'll be great. Yeah, he does such great things.
About the stroke of midnight and the bell tolling and a special toast they do to the dead. You might want to ask that father about that. Ask him what they do at midnight in the Oddfellows, all right? And
go to bed.
Over's back with another question. All right, another chat. Bob, is
also, hey, Sunflower. Hey, KCA. Hey, I've seen Titan's been with us the whole time, but hi, Titan, your anus, because I just as I scream it, because I just like to say that name out into the internet. And and Pavel.
The same.
Oh, Pavel, yeah, he's a good guy.
And the answer is yes. Different civilizations, Syrian, Canaanite, Hittite,
and called Legion,
but they're all the same Jezebel.
Can I not?
You need to get my book, Jezebel.
Holy moly.
In the book of Jezebel. And my good friend, Little White Hummingbird, she is so faithful. She says, and she's been a member for 2 months.
Get the book. Get the Jezebel book, Amy.
Voice.
You know what book he's not hawking right now? Where's my Bible? He's not hawking the Bible. That's what he's not hawking. I'll tell you that much. He's hawked every book but that.
Yeah, every book, but I guess he doesn't make as much on that one.
Yeah.
Now, you know who needs to watch this video? Ken Hovind could learn a lot from this guy. Ken Hovind could really step his game up.
Oh, I think they could share from each other. He could learn how to really get that extra internet dollar, and then Bob can learn how to be a taxivist.
How to be a cult leader.
They can all share.
Look at that, the look on his face when you keep pausing it. That's almost demonic.
He looks so surprised every time. He just looks surprised to be here. Like, wow, I am here and I'm doing shit. Okay.
Look, another $50 super chat. Praise God.
Praise Jeebus. And, oh, man, it breaks my heart that people give him money. I still sending you a shout out, but I mean, it's tithing and all of it in general. It's not just you, Bob. So just the whole thing boils my blood like a sexy witchcraft demon.
Most people don't know I used to be a rock and roll musician. I actually got my start in Christian ministry, writing and producing.
I used to be a rock and roll musician, Amy.
With gospel albums, both for the compliment. And in the past, some beautiful devotional songs. Are these available in CD? No advantage to destroy all of them so that nobody ever has access to them. Actually, one of my daughters suggested a while back that I need to really put these up on iTunes and see if anybody wants to listen to them. But it would be a time trip. Maybe we'll stick them up in the members only channel. That would be interesting. But thank you so much. David says, hello, Bob. If you watch an evil picture of a demon, can that lead to demonic possession?
You hear that? You heard that? That means we got to get 666 subscribers. Woohoo! Got to match.
It'd be nice to sit there for a little while. Yeah, he did have 666 at one
He was. I swear, people were keeping him at 666. I swear.
Like when somebody subbed, then he went up, then somebody would unsub.
Yes, because he would go up, and then he'd go back down to 666. Maybe just Satan just likes Smokey. Who knows?
There's not going to do it.
Probably.
However, if you have pre-existing curses or you have some demonization already,
not pre-existing conditions, Amy, pre-existing curses.
Already there, and it's really not a good idea.
He's got like a medical thing going on.
I was going to say, does my health plan cover that?
Pre-existing curses, yeah.
Not
we don't cover those.
Curses.
Pre-existing conditions we cover, not curses. You need Dr. Bob for that.
Oh. Got to sign up. We got payments plans for that too.
He's out of network. He's out of network. Yeah.
What's books? He's got Laberson's Book of Spiritual Warfare and Curse
Larson,
Awakening.
Yeah, that's him.
And it is his books. More
just
books.
for the kicks of it. Here's
Or more his books.
Urbex is back again. All right, another chat. Bob, can a crucifix protect me from evil? Well, yes or no? Satan hates sacred objects, any icon representative
But why?
of something to do with a spiritual truth is an affront to the enemy, and he doesn't like to see it. And people say to me all the time, why do you hold up a cross when you do deliverance? Because many times
For hypnosis reasons, he's trying to hypnotize people.
Do you know why he does it? He does it for the same reason I do. This is more bobbing into entertainment than it is holiness. Let me tell you that much. I feel like I said,
to get people to focus their attention on something.
Well, it's part of the shtick is looking the act. Part of everyone, you gotta look the way. You gotta have the people. You gotta have a environment that looks right, and then you gotta have the people that are gonna play act with you. And you get those three things, and boom. I mean, you're almost, you're almost a hole because you hired this person. It's almost like. Well, if you say, well, hey, the demon's still in here, that would almost be funny to hire them and then to be like, he does it, and then like the demon just gets stronger. Oh God, you're making it grow. No. Oh, no, I need Bob.
Yeah, if we had enough money, Amy, it would almost be worth it just to see you do that.
Woohoo! Sending love back to you, scapegoat.
The original scapegoat.
And okay, we are Midnight Ranting on Aliens and Witchcraft Demons. You're not hallucinating. That is the title.
Look at the person who has a demon, and the demons manifest because that cross says it all. It says what I believe. So to me, it's more a message to the devil rather than an actual protection. I think that can be a little bit superstitious. Joseph says, can a witch doctor control someone from long distance? Oh, yeah.
And James, the last thing we would want to do is be superstitious. Okay, when we're handling aliens and witchcraft demons, we need to be super serial. Okay? Super serial.
Of course. Absolutely.
They do it all the time.
At least he's got a globe back there.
Particularly the Tibetan lamas, they have developed very sophisticated techniques of doing this through forms of Buddhism. So yes, and in Africa, this sort of thing is really well known. Mary says, can a male person have an incubus and succubus or just one? Okay, so incubus is when a demon takes on male proportions and cohabits with a woman. Succubus is when the demon takes on male proportions and cohabits with a woman. But at the same time, it's
getting hotter. Okay.
What about a male demon with a guy, a gay demon? You're telling me that's off the rails? Devil wouldn't do that?
That's called demon yaoi. It's very hot.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
All right, some great chats. Jeff, thank you so much for the super chat gift of $50. And
no pun intended. I just see what I did there retrospectively without meaning
Valerie,
to.
$5. We're so grateful because all of these super chat gifts help support the ministry and make it possible for us to reach so many more people. I just want to ask you a simple question before I go to my guest. Where? Anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world for that matter.
We are like a quarter in, and he's like, yeah, I should probably bring on my guest. We having a guest? Oh, right, this isn't an advertisement. Right, guest. Gotcha.
Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Yeah. Send more. We use them to do more for God.
That's right. God needs to get me an airplane, baby.
Have the opportunity.
That Rolls Royce is looking a little old out there.
Jesus Christ in action, live as it happens. And as I often say, here without a parachute. We rely on the Holy Spirit to help us to minister to people, to demonstrate in real time what Jesus Christ can do when you turn your life over to him and you seek deliverance. But you have to make that possible. We're in an incredible transition in this ministry right now because of COVID to this form of outreach. So thank you so much for your help. We appreciate it very much. My guest tonight,
You're welcome.
named Lana. Fascinating background. Jewish, Austrian, German, Ecuadorian. And as I said a moment ago, an awful lot of abuse. We're going to talk about some of that. And we're going to get.
Which, by the way, is what breaks my heart, because what she needs, spoilers, is a secular counselor. I mean, it's taken how long to even get her back on screen. But the thing that pains me is just that people like him do not offer her any form of actual healing in like a mental sense. So
real psychiatric care with a doctor who's been trained to deliver real health care.
And so what we're about to see, I don't want to think that we're making fun of her. It really is about the situation, the re-abusive situation that is happening, because he's now trying to make money off a terrible frigging situation. But
She's a victim in it as much as anybody else.
So spoilers alerts aside, let's get back.
To the alien thing. Then I was talking to her just before we came on with the show, and I discovered some other things I hadn't known about her.
Ooh, hey, Nick.
Let's just say we've got our hands full tonight. So get the emojis ready, members only. Come on.
Get the emojis.
Lord, the Holy Spirit, Jesus.
It's the only way that you can tame the alien and witchcraft demons.
The devil will hate those emojis for the members only. At the commander level.
At the commander level.
That will piss the devil off. He will be so mad. Yeah.
And the devil, actually, he's been translating online, so he actually goes in Bob's streams, and he's like, oh, God, holy emojis and crosses that people buy at the $cent store at this point because they're so mass-produced.
Oh,
it really pisses him off.
He's like Sunflower on our channel, coming on and raging.
I'm still sending hearts to Sunflower.
I like
still love our theist brothers and sisters. We're having, and hey, I don't think he is I mean, I'm throwing Sunflower a bone. I don't think his theology is anything like this. This really is. I mean, the T-Evangelicalists are the bottom of the barrel as far as what we're doing. It's like the intellectuals, the intellectually bankrupt side is on the presups, so we have here, and then we have the financially frauds, T-Evangelicalists on this side. So it's a good mix.
Intellectually bankrupt and then morally bankrupt. So it's like a happy medium. Absolutely, Sunflower. Welcome to the stream.
Okay, back
I figured he was out there. I said, I sensed Sunflower. God was telling me Sunflower is lurking in the chat. He's just being quiet.
I like sunflowers. I actually weirdly say Darwin was the same way. I oddly like carnivorous plants. I don't know why. They're just so cool.
Are they carnivorous?
Sunflowers are not carnivorous, but I am really into... they're just cool, and they point in the direction of the sun. But it's plant related. And okay, back to, of course, we're getting beamed up, beamed down, and then summoning a spell was having an exorcism of some witchcraft demons.
And aliens.
Get them ready.
I've never seen the alien exorcism before.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm really appreciative of it. There is so much of your story that we need to hear. But let's start at the beginning of how you were raised. Who in your family was Jewish?
My mother.
Okay. And your father was Ecuadorian, I believe, right?
Yes.
That's an interesting mixture. Okay. Were you raised in a Christian home?
Never. I was raised Jewish, only knowing God as one person, never knowing that he had a son, Jesus Christ, until later on in life.
Wow. Your mother...
Though I want to come back to that moment again where she says she's never had any experience with Christianity, and it just seems like she randomly converted. We'll come back to that in a second. Also... Hello, Spooky!
Smoky Bed Hair, welcome.
And then also Brain Bug. And where was your comment? Because he was talking about fantastic.
We got Brain Bug in here too. Wow.
We got
We got the
Brain
whole
Bug.
lineup tonight.
We got the whole crew. Woohoo! Well, he says, oh, here we go. I've been focusing on carnivorous plants for the last month or so. Woohoo! I love it. See, you're a stronger person than me in that I would cry feeding the flies to them. I am that derpy, but I love carnivorous plants. I know it has to be done. I know you gotta feed them, and they're just so interesting because it's one of nature's ways of finding energy sources when very few. Carnivorous plants can grow, and some of them can grow in concrete, just in desert places, and just very.
It's amazing evolution that evolution could do that, because that's
exactly
normally you associate with animals, but they're plants.
Yes, and
doing something else.
They still photosynthesize, but they're supplementary. So they're almost omnivore. Is it omnivores? I don't really know even what the word is, because they are both carnivorous and they photosynthesize. So
omnivorous,
yes, so that my little tangent. And woohoo! We got Amaretto in the house.
Amaretto, welcome back.
Says, cue the night we feed the small cat outside. Oh yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty.
I did not read that the right way at first. That was good.
That's okay. That's why we're here.
Read feeding cats to something. Would be terrible. Yeah.
No, that's to the aliens. The aliens demanded cats, so we had to go to war. Yes, like Alf. Exactly.
From Planet Melmac.
Did they split at some point in your life?
Yes, they did divorce when I was 5 years old.
All right. And then your father somehow got involved in Christian ministry in South America.
Also, that's cold reading, by the way. I just want to say, in America, a divorce is 1 and 2. And so, because I've seen a lot of Christian ministers, they try and cold read and try and figure out. They're like, oh, you were an atheist because your parents divorced, or because blah, 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 or da-da-da.
Chances are he's already talked to this lady before, or one of his handlers has talked to her before and gotten the. I doubt he's going totally blind into this.
Yes, well, in other words, that's called really hot reading. In other words, he's done his research.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he was raised as a Roman Catholic. He was very involved in the Roman.
Boom. There we go. That point I wanted to come across where she started. She's like, I've had no experience with Christianity, except my dad was a Roman Catholic.
Yeah, she must mean that that's not real Christianity because they have different beliefs on a few things.
Or what she really means is I was generally Jewish. I was raised Jewish, and my dad was over here, and I only kind of heard about it. And then I eventually came to Catholicism. I mean, I'm just saying these thoughts generally don't come out of nowhere. Every once in a while, you do get proselytized to, and so it comes out of nowhere. But this did not come out of nowhere.
Catholic Church, and then he had a change of life experience and became a Christian pastor.
But there's another side to that story, right?
Yes, there is.
Because we saw as a moment ago.
But wait, there's more.
Somehow he got this all mixed up with witchcraft.
Absolutely.
Did you know what was going on?
Absolutely not, because I myself had just become a newborn believer in Christ. And so when he re-entered into my life as this pastor, I believed him and didn't really know him on a deeper level. And so I took everything at his word.
Did he ever try to do any witchcraft on you or anything that you thought was demonic or at least you thought was strange?
Oh, a lot of the things that he did, I believed were always very, very strange. And I always questioned him, and he would get very angry when I questioned him. And he said that I wasn't ready for the spiritual enlightenment that he had to teach me. And that when I
I'm sure this is a legitimate story.
That he would put onto me, he would say, "Don't worry, God will
Onto her, yeah.
about it and tell you the right thing to do."
Well,
And so
is
what
there any
happened-
kind of this odd behavior that you can talk about?
Some of the odd behavior would be he
Shaving
would
cats.
forcibly tongue kiss me with honey in his mouth and say that John the Baptist used honey and it was pure, and that he was trying to bless me with the kiss, and that
I want to go back for a second because I want you to see his facial expression when he first heard it, because I know in his mind he is translating it to, oh man, this woman suffered, and man, can I make something?
Look at that look on his face right there.
Hold on.
me with the kiss, and that if I rejected it, that I would not receive.
Right there. I
Look
gave
at him
him
showing
time.
his teeth there. He's like
He had
growling,
time. He had time to process that. That smile came afterwards. Not that I should judge the
from
smiles.
him, and so
But and he's not excited that the terrible. Well, how should I parse this up? He's not excited for the specificness of the terribleness. In my head, he's saying, "Oh man, see, witchcraft, pagan, and the terrible events that she's about to explain." Once again, they're going to try and push on that, and it's okay. It's okay. We have a fix. It's all in this good book. This good book right here.
Jesus can fix it through me.
So I did reject it, and I said it was absolutely absurd. I've never heard of this, a father kissing a daughter with a tongue. And he said, "Oh, don't worry. You will see. God will tell you in a dream." And sure enough, that very next day, I had a dream of Jesus. It looked like Jesus, but I believe it was an angel of light who appeared to me and told me that it was okay to kiss your father. It's perfectly normal, and that I should go ahead.
Perfectly normal.
I met with him. I said, "I had a dream and God visited me." He says, "Of course he did. You're the anointed one."
Whoa.
And so it began like that, little by little, very slowly, and it just thickened. And as I got deeper involved into the lies, the deception, and the witchcraft, I was completely duped.
So were there other...
Once again, my heart goes out for this woman, and we're not making fun of her. You can send all of the what we're talking about well, over here. And Bob, if you disagree with any of the things that we're about to may criticize ever so lightly, feel free to join the channel.
Come on, Bob. What are you afraid of? Just a couple atheists here.
Instances in which he was sexually abusive to you?
Yes, there were other occasions where he would try to corner me, and he would try to pull down.
I have to step out for 1 second, Amy. I'll be right back.
And grab my head and forcibly try
my
to
word.
put my face
So see, he was really incestuously abusive to you, and he's claiming to be a man of God and having all this great revelation from the Lord.
Yes.
Well, how did you figure that out as a new Christian? I mean, this is crazy stuff.
Yes. Towards the end, I began to really seek God on my own rather than seeking my own father, because my father made me seek him for all the answers of the Bible. So whenever I would leave Bible study at my new church or Sunday service, I would come home excited because being a new believer in Christ, I was so happy. And I would tell him everything I learned, and he would actually pervert it and say, "No, that's not what the pastor meant. That's not what the Bible teacher meant. This is what they really meant." And so he would reteach it his way. And it became almost like the church is lying to me. You mean, of course they are. They don't have the anointing that I have as your father, and I'm going to teach you all the good.
So did you ever figure out what kind of a cult this was? A weird sex, whatever kind of cult? Did you?
I always love it when other religions use the cult word, because after all these commercials and all this, it's like Kent Hovind saying that they're just a bunch of cult members, and Billy, go get me a drink. And I really dislike cults, and the thing about cults is, Sarah, we're gonna need that camera higher. Is I just think they're crummy. They use religion to get things from people. Thank you, Belly. But anyway.
You figure it out?
I never figured it out. I figured that I believed my father. I thought he was always telling me the truth. I said, it's very strange that he is teaching this to me. He said that the evil in the church, if I was going to be this powerful pastor and deliverance person, that I needed to learn all the evil that goes on in the church. I needed to learn about all the demons. And
also, I think I showed some of your comments, but sending love out there to Big Screen Bird and Brian Stevens, Agnostic Pagan Mom, and Dave Gar. Hi, guys.
I needed to find out everything, that he was the master of this, and he was going to teach me all the evil and all the good of all the churches around the world, because he was a world traveler. He knew hundreds of pastors. He brought me to many places to preach and lay hands on the sick, and he just was very deeply involved.
So is he pagan or Christian?
I believed everything he told me. And
but hang on, Lana. The incongruity of him sexually abusing you and all of this stuff. I mean, this is so contradictory. It's just absolutely bizarre.
It was so bizarre to me that at night I would have dreams of being...
Yes. He basically interrupted his own stream to do a commercial. Like, he interrupted his own stream to do an infomercial and then brought her back. That was what that whole thing was. I had to second guess it myself the first time I watched it. I was like, skip. There's no skip. Oh no, this is the stream.
Raped. I would have dreams of people appearing to me as angels of light, telling me that what I was doing was right.
So you are, let me jump on ahead here a little bit, because there's a lot to talk about. I learned just before we went on the air, I had a brief conversation with you, that there's another side to this, that you got involved in Paramahansa Yogananda, the Self-Realization Fellowship, and the Kundalini Yoga, and all this kind of stuff, and that you wanted to be a yoga teacher doing all of this stuff.
Yes, that was...
I just want to send a shout out to yoga, not any of the spiritual hippy dippy blah 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 blah, just actually exercising and stretching your muscles is good. And physical therapy in general. None of the actual crap that they're about to shit on, I assume. And we should shit on the supernatural crap and healing crystals and all that.
In my very early 20s. Yes. I was Jewish, searching for God. I didn't know where to find God. I searched so many places, and my mother at that time started dabbling in the Jehovah's Witness cult. And so I figured, let me
so
try
easy
yoga.
with the C word.
It's a healthy thing, and meditation's healthy. And so I found this self-realization center, and I joined, and they took a liking to me. They absolutely adored me. They saw how much I embraced the yoga, how good I was at it, and so they wanted me to come right underneath them, and they started training me. They were actually preparing me on how to do a special cloth cleansing down my throat. So I had to cleanse my body of eating all meats and just eat limited amounts of just vegetable and water. And so I was very deeply involved.
Nate says she's reading from a script. Is she? I didn't even catch that. That wouldn't surprise me. I mean,
what I miss?
Play acting. I mean, she went from, I guess, a abusive relationship to, it seems like, a cult, which is another form of an abusive relationship.
Father, the witch doctor.
Excuse me. I'm not sure if he was pagan or he was just another Christian that they're calling pagan, because he was laying on hands and he was using terminology that I normally associate with Christianity and evangelicalism, but who knows?
I know Dr. Bob will get to the bottom of it all.
He'll figure it out.
At the commander level, he'll figure it all out, yeah. And she may very well be reading from a script. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Peter says, they wanted me coming underneath them. Sure. Hey, I was gonna say, she said she was talking about how she was 20 in her 20s and good at yoga. I mean, don't as someone was saying in chat, don't kink shame yourself, lady.
In this for a long time, and I had no idea about anything about like.
Wow,
evil.
you've got to get a copy of my book of words if you don't have it yet.
Yes.
You're kind of a
Can you go like a
walking
minute without trying to sell something
yourself with everything else that you've been through? All right,
I certainly am.
Okay.
He can't go more than a minute.
Nope. We saw a little clip of me speaking to a soul part of your father, who is absolutely defiant about his evil. Do you have any contact with him?
No, I haven't had any contact with him for over 10 years.
Tell me about the alien thing.
The alien thing happened about 20.
What a funny sentence. Tell me about the alien thing.
Yeah, what's going on with all that?
Hey, I know you were busy this weekend, but could you tell me about the alien thing?
Not right now. I'll tell you about it a little bit.
Busy.
It's not that big of it. Just a little thing.
Little thing. I might have been out of it. I might have been abducted by aliens. Who knows? Every once in a while, you get a little confused. Did I go to the store? Did I visit intergalactic space? They look so similar.
Did I really get sodomized with a lawnmower?
Yeah, I don't know what's with the aliens. I don't know where that meme came from, but I don't know why the aliens always seem to want to shove things up your butt. That would not work on a T-girl. That would be like the alien would be like, or we'd be speaking to the alien. We'd be like, yes. Okay, we're good. Are we going to planet? No. Okay. Woo, back to the aliens.
23 years ago, I would be sleeping in my bed and I would be raped in my dreams. I would experience a sleep paralysis and I would see my body being lifted up about 3
It's like an
feet
emotional
above
roller
my bed,
coaster.
and
I do feel for
my
her.
arms, I couldn't move my legs and I couldn't move.
So this is a dream, but even still, I still feel for her.
My mouth or speak, and I would.
I'll just assume she's
long fingers,
a victim in all this, not a willing participant, but
digging into my,
because we don't know.
Well, no, she was probably this is what I mean. She was probably a victim, and I 100% I would say she needs secular. I mean, hopefully she's okay now, but this is the insidious thing about, to me, religion, or at least a lot of the monotheistic religions, is they push this kind of crap. How do we deal with our son being gay? Well, he actually has a demon inside of him, so we need to get the demons out of him.
Then he won't want to be gay. Yeah,
exactly. Bye, called Legion.
Have a good night, Legion. We got the right one out tonight. I guess he was getting a little worried because Bob's about to do his exorcism, so he better book it now.
And just a reminder, we are Midnight Ranting, Aliens and Witchcraft Demons. And if you'd like your comment, question, or joke, you want your bedumptious read on screen, don't forget to tag me at Amy Newman.
But only at the sword bearer level and up.
Only at the sword. Yeah, you got to be the commander level.
The sword crossing.
Sword crossing. We like to cross swords. Okay, yeah.
It happens.
Almost like as if they were taking out a fetus out of my body. I'm not sure if they were stealing a baby, if they were eating my baby, or they were taking my baby to another realm. But I believe that there were aliens there and they were abducting me.
Maybe they left something better inside.
For my husband.
Sup, normalizing atheism.
No sound would come out.
It's pasta. Sup, pasta.
Paralyzed.
So what was the... Are you suggesting
that's pasta, Mike?
That they had supernaturally impregnated you, that you incubated this thing, and they were trying to take it in some kind of supernatural?
Oh, she had a demon baby, and they were taking it to the demon nursery. Makes sense.
Miscarriage. I had 3 miscarriages, and I believe.
No, he's moving in. Look at him. He's going for the kill right there,
like a predator.
And
yeah.
what the
Stroking his beard there.
It was like as if they were stealing, taking something out of me or eating something.
Yes, they were.
Digging into my stomach, and they were looking for something. They were searching. They were trying to
She's
get
coming for it.
my uterus into my.
So these you're suggesting that these miscarriages that you had were some kind of abortive thing happening through supernatural beings, and at the time you identified them as aliens.
That's what I thought. Yes.
Did you see them?
I didn't see them, but I remember seeing.
Did you see David Hasselhoff? Was he there?
Looking into my.
Oh my!
How about Kevin Costner?
I was able to see, but I couldn't move my head. But
Will Smith.
And I remember the pain.
That's who we
Mary
really
Tyler
need.
Moore. Was she there?
Nah.
Mary
Will Smith would handle these aliens. He'd
That's
get
true.
them down. He would. In fact, he's done it twice. I think in 2 different movies. So
He did do it twice. Yeah. I don't think he was in the second one, was he? I don't think so.
he did. It was the Men in Black, and then there was the one where
Independence
and Independence Day. Oh yeah, we need Will Smith. He's got this. He's got aliens on the DL.
Here, and I wanted to scream, and nothing would come out. I wanted to call for my husband. No sounds would come
Yeah,
out.
that happens a lot in dreams.
Who do you talk to? You can't tell this to anybody. I mean, you can tell it to me. And
if she has actual sleep paralysis, I can imagine that is scary as holy moly. It is the Judapluction, I can't even say the word, of something medically terrifying, and then just all this other stuff, aliens and demons and all the. Once again, it is why secular medicine is what needs to happen right now. Well, hopefully she doesn't have sleep paralysis anymore. But
Well, everybody has sleep paralysis. You just usually don't wake up when you're paralyzed like that. Yes, Patrick Swayze too, of course.
Woohoo! I want a demon for Xmas. It all, but it
Which
has to
one?
be the sexy demon.
Jezebel? Or
Either
succubus?
gender, but it has to be sexy.
Jezebel? Succubus?
Exactly. Jezebel sounds good. All right,
you
let's
know,
get back
people
to the
who follow this ministry
infomercial.
who have a little bit of a deeper understanding of how this stuff operates. But honestly, who are you going to
I
tell?
kept it a secret.
Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
Alien
Most of my
Busters.
marriage,
Yeah.
my husband,
Really?
I didn't want to think.
Sup,
make him think I was crazy,
Grumpy?
And then when I finally did,
Hey,
talk
my
to
husband thinks I'm crazy. He says I should just call a psychiatrist.
this
He's
thing,
probably right.
you know, he just looked at me and he thought I was crazy.
Well, there's so many directions we need to go here, but there are two things that stick out in my mind. One,
And we'll get back to them. But Brainbug says, my sleep paralysis demon looked like a nasty, hairy cousin. It not sexy, not a fun encounter. Yeah, it happens. It happens.
I mean, you don't get to pick your demon. I mean, you kind of just get what you get.
It's true. Mine demon is called Fred. He only comes on Thursdays, but you know, you deal with what you can. You deal with our own inner demons. He's an outer demon, but we also deal with our inner demons. All right.
I mean, the devil takes complaints only on Wednesdays. So
Only on Wednesdays. They have a
Yeah.
crappy complaint department.
yeah, he doesn't really give a shit usually.
Agnostic Pagamom says a sexual demon was my next line. Woohoo! It's
You
gotta
guys
be a
are
cute one.
on the same page.
your father,
It could still be Yowie.
the curses that
Well,
he put on you. The
Some
other
sexy ones
is
and then
this
some
alien
for
thing.
us.
Howie
Maybe
Mandel.
both.
Got to be confronted. I want you to hold just a minute. Wow. Michael, thank you for the gift of $10. Appreciate that. Like and share. It spreads the gospel, spreads the message. How many people do you know you would like to have heard this tonight? It is eye-opening. And I don't know where else you're going to hear it.
Here, you're hearing it here, of all places.
Like this. Why do we? Because I'm an exorcist. I deal with this stuff all the time. I know
Oh,
none of this is a great
I'm
shot.
not an exorcist, but I play one on YouTube.
The stuff that's going on it there. It's in the movies. It's in the television shows. And unfortunately, the Christian community is placidly going its way and ignoring the whole thing, but we're not. So like and share and let somebody know.
That's nice. Did you just see that? He took a pot shot. That's right, other Christians out there. He just took a pot shot at you.
Fortnite.
Hey, they don't want the money. I'll take it. I'll get all the demon money and alien witchcraft money. I'll take it.
I want to make this into a sound effect.
As Elizabeth said, will Fortnite gamers get a demon? Well,
Fortnite gamer. Will you get a demon from playing Fortnite?
That was such a troll comment that he doesn't even know it's a troll comment because he doesn't know what Fortnite is. That was fantastic.
it's possible.
It's possible. So if you play Fortnite and you think you're a little possessed, come on over. Bring your wallet with you. Cash or charge. Bring your credit card. American Express, we take it all.
We take it all, baby.
Have
Right
you been
here.
playing Fortnite, Amy? I think you've been playing, what is that Sid Meier's game?
I've been playing so
You
it doesn't
can
matter.
get a demon from that.
It doesn't matter if you have traditional demons, if you have Norse demons, or even Fortnite demons. Bob is here to save you. We got this.
Look at the look on his face. He's like checking to see if any super chats came in. Like, did we get any more?
I feel like that's his gears almost rolling to wondering if he just answered Fortnite. Did I just say the right thing? Brainbug says, can you fast forward to where they teach us the alien witch?
It's coming. I'm sure it's coming.
Well, Brainbug, we can actually fast forward to that for 3 easy payments of $8.95. In fact, if you become our Ultra
Commander
level.
Hemi-penis level. That's where you have 2 penises like a snake, like the serpent.
Like the serpent. Until the fall.
For those of you who don't know, it's kind of a Hunger Game type of thing.
What?
A Hummer game?
Online
You say
players.
Hummers?
That was him just trying to explain what a first-person shooter was. It's a Hunger Games kind of thing.
Oh,
that was him.
Potentially very dangerous. A lot of young kids.
Very
get it,
dangerous.
and it really gets a grip on their hearts and their minds and gets a powerful control. And if you've got a child in your
It hardens their heart.
Fortnite, you know
Oh,
how.
look up, pause it, Amy. Look up in the corner there. Look up at the corner. Look at that little thing up in the
spiritual encounters. Meet with Bob. Oh wow, you can have one-on-one encounters. Oh boy.
Oh yes, kind of like those happy endings.
And I wonder, and I guarantee you, that's not cheap. Whatever it is, he's probably making some good old top-end comedian money.
It was like $3,000 for 4 hours with him.
James, this is amazing. I'm feeling something in my heart. Do you feel it? I feel like Jesus. I'm having a Jesus moment.
You missed your calling?
I believe in you now. Give me my $3,000 an hour. I'm here. I will get the alien witchcraft demons out of you for $3,000 an hour. Come on.
It was like 4 hours for $3,000. So it's like, yeah, it's affordable. I guess.
They're affordable.
Maybe he's had to take a cut because of COVID.
Big Bird saying it's $2.95. That's a little bit better, but that's still
for like a phone call.
That's good. That's good escorting money. Yeah, let me tell you.
That was for like a 1 hour phone call for like $300.
So you're saying there's an a phone call, and then there's like an in-person.
I don't know if he suspended that because of COVID, but I know at one point you could pay him a lot of money to go, to go to. I think he's in Arizona, and then
once
he does,
again,
he would come around the country to seminars and whatnot, but probably because of COVID.
We're not hating the game. I think both James and I, we like markets. We're fine with people selling stuff to each other. We're fine with you promoting stuff. but there needs to be some sort of balance, and it feels like if you open up the milkshake and like there was like another chamber of cup that like filled it all the way up to like you could only have like a half a cup, you'd be like, hey, be like, what? It looks big. It's fine. He'll be fine. And it's even worse than that because you can't find his product. If you're like, I want to speak to your manager. Well, he's like, yeah, let me get him for you. What do you think, manager? Yeah, my manager told you to go fuck himself or go fuck yourself because he's
That's like Robert De Niro on Analyze That when he's trying to become a car salesman and he's like, look at that trunk. You can fit like 4 bodies in there. And like, we want to talk to the manager. You want to talk to the manager? Guess who the manager is? Yeah. I'll let you say it.
Right here, buddy. Right here.
No, it's down below.
I didn't say it.
Below.
Oh, it's down below?
Yeah, that's the manager. That's the manager. He says to go fuck yourself.
I would say that's probably a better manager because once again, we're selling timeshares to hell. If you'd like your passport, right here. It's a great timeshare. You see a lovely view of the damned screaming, of course, for a little ambiance.
But justly and lovingly being tormented.
Indeed.
So
exactly.
So I mean, hey, if you have a complaint from Bob, you call the manager, pray to God, ask for a refund, see what he says.
Yeah,
did you get your money back? Did the money magically appear back in your account? Oh well. I guess he said no.
I can't. It's so funny just listening to him do pop culture because it sounds exactly like you think it would.
That sounded like a troll question, totally. Fortnite demons.
Bullying it becomes very, very dangerous stuff. I don't recommend to anybody. Two things I definitely want to do tonight. One is go back and revisit your father. This soul part that came through.
The sound guy just moved in.
I know you've had some deliverance prayers, but I believe nobody, until I spoke with you the other day, has ever confronted that, right?
Correct.
So as long as he has some type of soul power over you, some type of witchcraft power over you, you're never really going to get deliverance. That's something that's got to be dealt with.
And I can deal with that. I happen to be the one who can do that.
I am ready.
All right.
Ugh.
Appreciate your attitude so much, Lana.
He's rolling up his sleeves. He's ready to go to work.
It's pretty out there stuff. But you're obviously,
to say the least, it is out there, Bob.
And you've had these experiences and you matter-of-factly share them. This is resonating with people all over the world who may be hiding things like this that they've been afraid to say anything about.
What is?
I reach out and I anoint you in the name of the Father, the Son.
He's anointing her virtually.
Ministry. I want you to say, I now understand.
I now understand.
So he took a vial of water and he just took his finger.
I think it's like oil, like anointing oils.
And he just went like that.
Yeah, he anointed her virtually through the computer. You normally would do that to her face, but because of COVID, they have to do it all online, on Zoom.
Oh, snap. Will Stewart in the house. Yeah, Will, we were just talking about this. I feel like this is the type of guy that makes the vast majority of other Christians cringe. Even though he just took a pot shot at other Christians, which is fun.
Yeah, because he's down in the trenches fighting the devil while they're just out there doing their own thing. They're not helping out him. He's
honestly,
the soldier for God.
James, he does it for the Bible. He does it for the Holy Spirit. And I just like to think that he's in there doing the Lord's work for his own sake. He just wants to help people. And I feel like there's no other alternative motive.
No, what other motive could there be than to help people serve
No.
God?
I can't figure it out. I just can't.
No.
Understand
that much of what my father was involved in
that much of what my father was involved in
was witchcraft,
was witchcraft,
some form of demonism.
some form of demonism.
I asked the Lord to help me to forgive him.
I guess.
The Lord to help me to forgive him
Maybe.
For his incestuous abuse
for his incestual abuse
and the witchcraft he put on me.
and the witchcraft that he put on me.
But I repudiate his beliefs.
But I repudiate his beliefs.
You know what I just noticed? This is a little weird, but I just noticed he's got a little bit of that Trumpian tan going on right here. I can
The
see
spray tan?
he's been hanging out either in the spray tan or just tanning, but I can see it just on the edge. He's like a little baked potato right now. Not to take too many shots, but, you know.
He's got a nice color, nice little tan, yeah.
Darkness.
Which come from the forces of darkness.
I will not be his anointed one.
I will not be his anointed one.
I will not.
Carry on his message.
To carry on his message.
No.
But all of its occult lies.
With all of its occult lies.
And all of its witchcraft.
And all of its witchcraft.
And I will not let him project into my mind.
And I will not let him project into my mind.
I will not let the aliens tickle my feet.
Mind control spirit.
That is operated through me by him.
That is operated in me.
By him.
By him.
Has to go.
Has to go.
And he has to go.
And he has to go.
That's right, Big Bird. We
The Holy Word of God and the sword of the Spirit. Hebrews 4:12. I separate soul and spirit with this woman, setting her spirit aside. But truly,
and see, that's the thing. If you don't laugh, so it's such a mix because I feel bad for this lady, but then Bob, come on, Bob, what are you doing to us over here?
He just took the Bible and uses it like a sword to separate her from the demons because the Bible is a sword. It's his sword, yeah.
And not only that, but he feeds into it. There's no time so far that he's been like, aliens? Aliens? Come on, aliens. He's like, no, yeah, whatever, aliens. You're gonna let me do my Jesus thing? Okay, sure, aliens, whatever. Come here and let me do the Jesus thing.
A werewolf, maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Pixies, yeah.
If she had came, woohoo, and said, I have seen Bigfoot, and I do need the Bigfoot spirit exorcised from my spirit.
But it's an alien Bigfoot.
There's a 90% chance that he would be like, oh, okay. Let me roll up my sleeves.
The demon of Bigfoot. That's one of the devil's top demons. One of his worst demons is the demons of Bigfoot.
I've been getting it since the 80s.
Luckily, I know how to handle those demons. Come on.
belongs to Christ. From every part of her soul where the evil spirits are and where Walter is. Oh, you think this is funny, Walter? You're getting a kick out of this, huh?
Oh my goddess. We are back to play acting. See, here's the demon, everybody. You get it? And he's going to bubble it out, and he's going to get really mad, and then he's going to get super serious. This is the time. The first time, in fact, we went through all like the horribleness of everything that she was explaining. But no, now that the demon has showed its ugly face, it's time for him to become super serial. Hey, we got to take this shit seriously. I know we were talking aliens and everything, but all right, demon, it's you. It's me.
And I've got God on my side. I wonder who's gonna win, bitch.
What about it so funny, Walter?
Come on, lady.
I'm funny.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, you're the sicko here. Your daughter says that you molested her. This whole John the Baptist thing, are you kidding me? You think it's funny?
Yes.
What are you really into, Walter?
I'm not telling you anything.
And yeah,
I know who you are.
I think
Yeah.
that's what seems to be going on. But I guess this is like a combo. I'm guessing this is like father is possessed demon. It's like a father demon.
Yeah, he does that.
Trying to...
Like the demon is manifesting as the father or the spirit of the father. It's weird how he does that, but yeah. It's a script. He'll go through.
What kind of witchcraft is it?
Amy's kind of witchcraft.
Walter, listen to me. I'm going to give you one chance to call in the mercy and grace of God. Maybe I shouldn't give you that chance. It sounds to me like you're not interested.
Not interested.
Uh-oh, you wouldn't like me when I get serious.
Lucifer is my father.
Oh,
So you know you're
he's
in
my father too.
Oh, see? We're going back with the play. See that? That was her. It was a good cue. Like I said, she should go to Hollywood. There we go. She's back to normal. So that was her transition phase. So now she's going to go back to her normal voice.
in the name of the Christian gospel.
Oh, no? No? I thought that.
Yeah, and Jezebel's there too.
No, she's still here.
Jezebel. He's like, I see you in there, Jezebel.
So here's the way this works, Walter.
Walter. Like Walter White.
I take a threefold chord from Ecclesiastes 4:12, and I bind you to your spirits. Jezebel, get up and face me. Look at me, Jezebel. Look at me, Jezebel.
Look at the prop.
I'm picking on you because you love to talk. I know Lucifer's back there. Look at me, Jezebel. This woman has repudiated you. She doesn't want you.
Oh,
She wants nothing to do with the lies of her father.
Yes, I know.
You're the queen of all false religion, Jezebel.
Yes.
You can't be the queen of false religion, Amy?
All right, we can knock off the laughter. I cut you off from that spirit of mockery. You're going to face judgment, Jezebel. And you're going to get out of this woman, and Lucifer's going to go with you.
No.
Oh, yes.
No. Yeah, exactly right. They did.
Hell.
But I like Walter White.
Jezebel? Hey, got a question, Jezebel.
Oh,
So who
I got
are
a
the
question.
green men?
Thank you, Bob, for being on topic. I always like it when the guest goes back on topic. We are Midnight Ranting on Aliens and Witchcraft Demons. Back to you.
who are the little green men?
Who are those aliens who came
I
deep?
am not talking to you.
I
know
strike
what
you
you're
with the
playing.
judgment of Christ. I strike you with the judgment of Christ. I strike you with
Strike
the
him, Amy.
on members only. Get those emojis going. Strike this thing.
Get those emojis.
Talk to me. Who are the aliens?
Get those emojis going, Amy.
Or somebody else?
I don't know.
Really stick it to the devil. Stick it to him.
Who are they?
Let me get my
Do
emoji.
you control them? Do you? Answer the question. Answer
No, they have nothing. I have nothing to do with them.
Well, who does?
That's another kingdom.
Really? Well, then I call the angels of the Lord.
Okay, I'm ready. We got this.
And Lucifer in torment, awaiting judgment. And I separate.
In fact, I don't think I could have found a better emoji for this stream. I feel like this explains everything.
That is really gonna piss the devil off, Amy. He is gonna be so pissed with that emoji.
Whoever is in charge of that.
It's getting hot.
Hiss like an alligator.
Who's in charge? What spirit is in charge of the kingdom of the aliens?
Who's the manager?
Get your head up.
I'm sorry. I was going to get all excited with my whip until I heard that sentence. Let's hear that lovely sentence again, because we're not going to hear it often.
Aliens. Right. Who's your fucking manager?
Who's your daddy? No, this is, once again, we keep on topping the best sentence of the night. Let's hear this one more time.
Who's in charge? What spirit is in charge of the kingdom of the aliens? Get your head up and look at me.
No.
Yes, I command you through Jesus Christ.
Thank you, Jesus, for giving me this.
Who's in charge of the kingdom of the aliens?
What she said.
First of all, where does that question come from? That came out of nowhere. Like, it was like, what is the demon doing? How is he control you? Where is his leader? And what is the civilization like? It's like, are we exercising Are we exercising aliens or getting to know them? What's going on here?
Getting to know you.
Right, everybody? Got to get those emojis rolling. The really important ones.
Thank you, Nate Dogg. That is what the emoji that this guy needs.
It's okay. We're sending out. We're fighting the demons.
Fighting the demons. Them. Stick it to the devil. Stick him with those eggplants.
Look at that face. Look at that face.
She's like, am I doing good? Am I doing good, Bob? Is this good? Is this good?
I wonder if this, I guess this has to be pre-recorded, right? You have a struggle, and then...
I don't think so, because he's answering the super chats.
That's true. Well, there has to be a good back and forth. She can't just, like, the demon can't just go away the moment you get bopped on the head, or else you'd feel like you're getting conned. And so instead,
it's got to be
you have to... Yeah, you got to do this whole shtick. All right, there we go. I think we saved her. Good job, team. We got this.
Send those emojis out.
Oh, you're ruining it for us. You're ruining it.
That's my job.
No.
Just answer the question. Who's in charge of this alien?
I'm a supernatural being who knew that I could be defeated over Zoom.
Yeah, these demons are
a low bar. I feel like if you're a demon and you're getting beaten like over Skype, Zoom, StreamYard, I feel like you need to up your game as a demon. I feel like that's more on you than anyone else.
Yeah. Just step it up.
Kingdom.
I am not answering your questions.
Who put the claws into her body? Put your head up and look at me. I command you by Christ. Obey the prayers of all God's people all over the world.
It's the weirdest foreplay.
What?
This is top secret.
Well, we're going to blow the lid off the secrecy. Yes.
No.
Who's in charge? Who's in charge?
This is our time now.
You, Daddy.
This is our time.
Yeah, I know. The last days.
You are not going to interfere with this.
I am interfering with it. I am interfering. She reached out for help. Her faith is strong. She wants to be free. She doesn't want you. Did you kill her babies?
I've seen this part of the Star Wars movie.
Yes or no? I take that smirk for a yes.
So,
Who are you?
is it her father or is it the demon? If it's the
I
demon,
think he's talking to the demon now.
oh, is that what that? Because she did something. She had some transition period. So we're now
Yeah,
in a
when
different part.
Because he bound him with the cord of Ecclesiastes, and then he, yeah. I think anyway. I think maybe this is still Jezebel talking, but
Maybe it's like the combined form. Maybe this isn't even her final form.
you never know.
Woohoo! That's right. We got to come over and get those
Exercise Amy
crucifixes
Newman.
arriving.
Yes.
You will not leave me unless you pay $4.99 shipping and
At the
handling.
commander
And
level.
you must pay at the commander level.
Come to me, spaghetti monster. What are you doing to her? What are you doing to her? Get your newly appendages off of her. Where's Pasta Mike? Get rid of Pasta Mike. He's a demon.
No. In agreement with the prayers of God's people all over the world right now, we come against you live in real time. You will tell me, who are you? Who's in charge of this kingdom of the aliens?
I am.
He is taking it so seriously once again.
He's a good actor.
I thought he was going to reinterpret it. It's just like he is. They're both. I feel like we should have Emmys. I'm giving it to them right now. They're doing good off of each other. Look at him. Like I said, look at his face compared to after she was telling her actual sad story.
Yeah.
Now he means business. Now we're on theological grounds, baby. Stepping into my yeah, I'm getting this guy is like the religious Alex Jones. It's making sense.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I am.
Well, what is your name? What is your name, Spirit?
Fred.
What's your
Say
name?
Fred.
I can't tell you.
Fred.
Give me your name. Clearly, I want to hear it. Give me your name. Get your head up and look at me. Get your eyes open. Who are you in charge of the alien kingdom?
Wider.
You said I am. Who are you?
Praise I am that I am. It was God the whole time.
Strike you with the judgment of Christ.
It is secret.
Well, you're going to tell the secret to the whole world right now.
You are the last person we're gonna tell. The last person.
Really?
Also, if you were a demon, would you just stand there taking it? Wouldn't you? If you were a demon, wouldn't you be like, ah ha ha, and then we turn the computer off?
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I guess that's not within their powers, you know.
Like the devil can't oh God, he's making me hit the X button. No, stay, no. Okay.
Okay, now bring the aliens in. We'll do the claws in the stomach thing. And then the praising God thing. Praise I am that I am is now working for the kingdom of the aliens. Go figure. Didn't know that about praise. Did not know that about praise.
I had no idea that the aliens were working for Jesus or Satan. I'm not sure which is which. Are the aliens working for Satan? Why are the aliens working for Satan? That seems kind of random.
Well, I don't think he doesn't mean they're really aliens. They're just demons pretending to be aliens. Yeah.
He's asking who the alien commander is. I mean, I want to know who the alien commander. What else is this? This is. I mean, come on, man. You're doing exorcisms via Zoom. Come on, man.
Hey, COVID.
What is
COVID.
this stuff?
Papa's got to get paid. Papa needs. Papa's got to get paid somehow.
Gotta make that bread, baby. Gotta make that bread.
Once again, I take the sword of the Spirit and I strike you with judgment. I pierce you with the sword of the Spirit. And I ask the Lord to send mighty and strong angels to strike you again and again with judgment. And you tell me who you are.
No. Just leave us alone.
Is Lucifer in charge of the aliens? Yes or no?
No. Lucifer.
Is Lucifer in charge of
Who
the
is in charge of
aliens?
the aliens?
I can't tell you.
Honestly, Bob, I've been asking that for a long time. Let's
I
get to
command
it.
you to tell me. You don't have a choice. This is not your decision. It is God's decision, and this woman by faith has reached out for help. You will tell me who you are. Who are you? What is your name?
Come on, Fred. Come on, Fred. Come on, Fred.
I don't know my name. I don't have a name. I'm the nameless God.
The nameless God. Who do you think you're talking to? I don't deal with such trivial stupidity. Look at me. Are you Baal or Moloch?
He's feeding her the names because he's like, oh, well, maybe she doesn't really know a name to give. Let me feed her a few and see which one.
Well,
she
that's
picks
what
up
I
on.
mean.
Who do you think
I'm
you
I'm interested. Like, what happens if she doesn't? Like, we go through this whole thing and like she doesn't get exercised. Does she get her money back, or what happens? But no, I think it's like going into a movie. We know it has to end that way.
Or it's like cold reading. Like he's feeding. It's like a two-way feed. Like he's feeding her names of demons. Like was it this demon or that demon? Is Lucifer in charge? And therefore that she could say yes, and then
he's leading her with the questions.
Yeah.
Because you ask the question and then it puts it on that ground. You know, she wouldn't have been talking about names or all this stuff.
Yeah.
Just seems kind of odd.
But she doesn't know a name to give, and now he's feeding them to her to see if
Well, now her brain has to search because now she has to come up with a name because now she's improvising.
Yeah.
coming against my kingdom?
I strike you with judgment and put the
My kingdom. My
Entire
kingdom.
kingdom
Of this lady, because that's where the demon lives, in the lady. So, okay.
So, like Tire Kingdom.
Are you Moloch? Are you Moloch?
Fred,
Do I
say
take
it.
that for a yes? Do I take that for a yes? All right, you're Moloch.
How dare you? How
So
dare you give away my
I just gave it
See?
away.
See, I could feel it. She was faltering. Should I? Is it a good name? All right, I'll go with Moloch. All right, Moloch. Okay, let's go with Moloch.
Moloch, the king of the alien demons.
No, don't say it.
I just said it, Moloch.
No, be quiet.
Do you have a right to this woman? Do
King.
you have a right?
What do you think?
I think you don't. I just think you are there because you were hidden in secret. I don't think you have a right to her. I know you don't have a right to her.
Listen, I want this family.
Well, you're not going to get this family.
I want them.
You're not going to get them.
It's my money and I want it now.
Down,
Leave me
Moloch.
alone.
Calm
Yeah.
down. You're about to go to hell.
He was basically at that point being like, he was like, "Look, lady, take Malik or we're not playing anymore."
Yeah,
So
you're
she was like,
overselling it.
"Okay, yeah, okay, Malik, fine."
Oh, Bob, stop it already.
It hurts talking to
Everything
Bob.
We have only a short time. We have to finish the work.
To work.
Will not be finished, Moloch. Hold your tongue. I've heard enough. Say what I told you to say, no more, no less. Say, I, Moloch. Say, I, Moloch.
It's the new electronic. Everyone look out this spring. I Moloch.
I Moloch.
Get possessed by I Moloch.
Lift the curse.
Lift the curse.
A blood sacrifice. A blood sacrifice. Say it.
A blood.
Say a blood sacrifice.
Wait, whoa. We are crossing canon here. Excuse me. Are you just going to transfer us into vampires? This is not fair. You are crossing streams, Bob. Demons don't like blood. Okay? That's God. He likes the smell of burnt blood and vampires.
But if
okay?
you're sacrificing to the devil, then it's the demon thing.
I guess.
So
I-
you're not
Why
sacrificing
not, right?
to God. You're sacrificing it to Satan. So it's the demons are okay with that one.
Sure. Let's throw. He is
Like-
just throwing everything
Whatever,
he
yeah.
can out.
Whatever, doesn't matter. It could be the demon of Bozo the Clown.
Honka.
Yeah.
Oh, at least she has cute nails. Shout out to her nails. I like the pink with the gold accent.
Get
So
your
It
eyes
really goes good with the whole devil thing.
My
I wonder if that was her choice or the demons. Was the demon was she like, I want to get my nails done? Or was the demon like, pink looks so good and it's so in season? You never know.
Moloch took over when she was at the nail spa, and then Moloch started talking, and Moloch made
Then
that
Moloch.
selection.
Exactly. He liked the accent.
Like you go to McDonald's and you order something completely different, and like, get damn it, Moloch,
Say
you
it.
fucked up my order again.
Angel by Christ.
I lift the curse from this woman.
Her marriage and family. Her marriage and family. Say it.
What? Those children.
No.
I want them.
You can't have them.
I want those
Say-
children.
Say I lift
For
the curse
what?
from
What do you
this
get?
marriage and
I also want to know, do the demons feed off being in her? Do they feed off corrupting the children? Like, they're
Both.
very
Any of
vague
them.
on the mechanics here, I guess, right?
Whatever. Any of it. None of it. Whatever.
All of it, none of it.
Commander
all the
level.
abo- all of the above, as long as it's signed here and the check cashes, lady.
Yeah. Commander level and up.
Commander level, exactly.
family. Say it. Say it.
I lift the curse from this marriage and the family.
And future generations.
But why would a demon do that?
And future generations.
Because he's forcing him to, because he's working for God, so they have no
I
choice.
guess.
Yeah.
It's so powerful.
No grand-
Yeah.
That cross just shoots right
'Cause
through Zoom.
He is working for God, so therefore he can command the demons, like the New Testament says.
It all makes sense.
It's
now.
what the New Testament says. So hey,
Future generations. Hold your tongue. Hold your tongue. Say future generations. Say future generations.
Future generations.
Say it.
That win a prize?
Say lift the curse on future generations.
I lift the curse on future generations. Oh.
Dun dun dun.
hopefully I didn't have any bladder leakage throughout this.
The ball because he's always.
She so wanted a VFX moment, but she couldn't lift her chest any higher. She's like, okay, this is the time where it's like,
Oh, like where she
I-
levitates in the air because of the demon?
yeah, and then all the demons have to leave her, and the VFX team gets like 2 weeks to do it, and they get good, decent paychecks. Hey, I was with you, but you know, we can't all have it.
where you are, Moloch, facilitating the sacrifices.
No.
And I bind you to all the so-called alien spirits of your kingdom.
No!
Your you.
Don't
So
do
makes
it!
sense.
No.
Don't do it, Amy!
All the kingdom.
No.
No, what would be funniest if in the middle of this she was just like, "Nah, I was just fucking with you. I was just doing this whole thing. Man, this guy's a con artist," and just walked away. That would have
Yeah.
been. But that's the sad part, is that she believes us. She's gonna walk away, she's gonna feel better. Hopefully she does feel better, but this is play acting. Hopefully the play acting feels better.
It's not a substitute for legitimate mental health care.
Exactly. 100%.
Oh, no.
And while I'm at it, let's just make this a group deal.
Oh, and let me tell you, Will,
because I am not going to go through the whole bit before.
Let me tell you, Will, and I made this. We made this point early, but it hasn't changed. Is that, let me tell you something? A book that doesn't come up often with this man is the Bible. He has hawked like 3 of his books multiple times. He gave himself a random infomercial at a decent size at like minute 7. Like, dude, we just started and you're running an infomercial. And we heard lots and lots of money talk, but let me tell you, Jesus didn't come in until like the very end. It was kind of funny. Now Jesus is here doing something through him somewhere, somehow.
Very sparse levels of Jesus, and
lots of aliens, apparently.
The Bible he uses the Bible as a prop more than anything else, because he uses it it's part of the show. It's part of the show, folks.
Exactly. He used it to wave. That was the only time that we saw it.
Yeah. It's a sword in the spirit realm.
In the spirit realm. All right. She's being saved.
Walter, Jezebel, and Lucifer. This entire kingdom of witchcraft.
Tony? Do we have Tony in there?
Lilith, don't leave her here all by herself.
Who?
She'll have no one
Lilith?
to play with.
Who did you say? You're screaming.
Lilith.
Lilith. Don't leave Lilith all by herself. She'll have no one to play with.
I hate it when I have multiple demon disorder. It affects so many of us.
Well, I'm more than happy to accommodate.
Take Lilith instead.
Not instead, with.
Dun,
Oh, did he really think, okay, all right, I'll take Lilith. You guys, Lucifer, Moloch, Jezebel, you can stay. I'll just take Lilith.
Lilith. Say, I, Lilith.
I, Lilith. The new iPad.
Look at me, Lilith. Look at the man of God.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me look at the man of God. I'm sorry. I can't see it. Am I looking the other? Oh, no. That's that direction. No.
You should probably be looking down, Amy, like in your lap. That's the man of God.
Yeah, let's see. Funny. Oh, I'm looking. I could look over here, but I'm seeing a lot of bullshit.
And Jezebel and all these kingdoms.
Don't do it.
I cannot hear what you're saying.
It's the bad connection. It's buffering.
You children, turn the sound up on me a little bit. We got some auto level issues here, and they're so busy screaming. Lilith?
Can you hear me now? Did the buffering stop?
Sorry.
Shut up. Be quiet.
Good.
Say, I, Lilith. Say, I, Lilith.
Keep the children.
I command you to say, I, Lilith. Oh, I know you demons always want the future generations. That's the big deal. Say, I, Lilith.
I, Lilith.
Bind myself.
I bind myself.
To the UFO kingdom.
To the UFO. This is
Bob. Bob, you're breaking me, Bob. Why are you doing this to me, Bob? I want to hear that again.
No,
I'm sorry.
He did not put this out as a comedy thing.
No.
He put this out to be serious.
Dead serial.
Dead serial. This was not like an April Fool's joke. Well, maybe at the end they'll all just say,
Yeah, maybe at the last 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't take what I just said seriously. We were just trying to warn you of the frauds and charlatans that
We've
could
just
be
been
on the
fucking
internet.
with you.
The UFO. Okay, I want to hear that
The
line
UFO.
again. Once again, like every time I think I've heard the silliest line for the night, he tops it. That was good.
Bind myself
I bind myself
to the UFO kingdom.
to the kingdom.
UFO kingdom.
And the kingdom of her father.
And the kingdom of her father.
With
Entire kingdom.
With Jezebel.
And
that
Lucifer.
bitch. I hate her, that bitch. She screwed it all up. Oh my gosh. Bob, you're ruining everything for us.
I love it when demons fight with each other. There's no honor among thieves.
Jezebel's becoming weak and weaker and weaker. And it's your fault, Bob. It's your fault. You keep on taking her. Oh, Bob, you gotta stop this already.
God damn it, Bob. Literally.
Quiet.
Just enough is enough. Stop.
Come on, Bob. Just let us keep possessing her. Let us take her to hell, Bob. Oh. Maybe if the demon was on the commander level, then Bob would just let him go.
Exactly. He has to get commander level.
Now, if you were a commander level demon for $19.99 a month, I won't make you go.
Why should I, Bob? Why should I give it all up? Why? I've worked hard through generations.
Because Christ commands it. This is his child. She does not belong to you by faith in the risen Lord and Savior.
Because you don't pay rent. I'm sorry.
Say, I, Lilith. Say, I, Lilith.
I, Lilith. I, Lilith. I, Lilith. Are you happy now?
No, I want you to say, I bind myself to Lucifer.
No.
I can't stand you, Lucifer. Look what you've done. Oh,
say, I bind myself.
It's all his fault. He messed everything up.
Say, I bind myself to Lucifer and Jezebel. Say it.
I bind myself to Lucifer and Jezebel. Oh, I don't want to be near Jezebel right now.
She didn't know what she should do. She's like, should I freak out?
Yeah.
She's trying to feel it. She's like, was that a VFX moment? And her response was, oh man, this sucks. Exactly what a demon would say, of course.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh man, why does Bob have to do
shucks. Bob is such a bummer. He's such a downer.
You're such a square god. What the hell?
Turd in the punch bowl, Bob.
I would like to know. Yeah, I wonder what her kids think of all this. That is interesting.
Wait, does she have kids? Or she had a bunch of miscarriages. I don't know if she has actual kids. I don't know.
I don't know. Everything is kind of...
Yeah, aren't the aliens eating her kids, maybe?
Yeah, it may be true. Maybe the aliens were getting to her. Those poor aliens just getting mistreated. A bad PR campaign from Bob here. Aliens are
the kingdom of the aliens. Yeah, they're getting
the kingdom of the aliens.
Jezebel is messing with them, and Lucifer,
and Lucifer.
Oh,
good old Lucy.
You're gonna be eternity with Jezebel.
Oh snap! We got Ernesto 420ish and Randolph Richardson in the house. Welcome
we got them all tonight.
I know, and
welcome to the
kingdom
of the UFO. Welcome to the UFO kingdom.
Yeah, it's been a crazy night. We have just got done coming back from the UFO kingdom. Apparently, 2 demons just got binded together. I think they're still in her body. I feel like he's got to do a KO
he hasn't
moment.
sent them out yet. Yeah. He hasn't sent them out yet.
He's getting to his finisher. He's circling the demon.
His finishing move,
Finisher.
Yes.
We have more time to play. Leave us us alone.
Say, I, Lilith. Stop your whining. Say, I, Lilith.
I, Lilith.
At that point, he's like, "Stop your what? Just come on, just say it. Like you've played this out enough."
And I just want to say, welcome to the fun. In fact, hello to everyone watching
is he
out
on
there
Twitch?
on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So we're streaming on Twitch. Woohoo! Having fun.
With Lucifer.
With Lucifer.
My entire kingdom. Say it. My entire kingdom
My entire kingdom?
receives judgment.
No.
Yes, receives judgment.
Yes, I think there was probing there. We're not sure, but we're now at a point where it's just like she had a multiple demon personality disorder, and they were fighting
peppered
for
with
her.
aliens.
Peppered with aliens. The aliens were actually causing her to miscarriage. That was her claim.
Eating her babies. Yeah.
Indeed, as you do.
Judgment.
And I'm going to say this like a million times. It's our asterisk, sending our heart actually out to her, because under somewhere in all those claims, there may be truth claims that are very hurtful and harmful. And so we're respecting that, and we're just calling the lovely Bob out. The lovely Bob.
Bob is just using her for a show. He's using her potential pain to put on a show.
If anything, he's making money off her pain.
Yeah.
And so...
which she could have legitimate mental health issues that should be
and
addressed
she
by...
could be seeing what you're about to finish it.
Yeah. It should be addressed by a psychiatrist, not by Dr. Bob.
Yeah, not by Dr. Bob.
Not by Dr. Bob.
Handing out crucifix medication.
Or Dr. Kent.
Receives judgment from Christ.
Receives judgment. My entire kingdom receives judgment. But why so soon? No.
From Christ. From
She almost sounded like the Joker there for a second. Why so soon?
Christ.
My entire kingdom receives judgment from Christ, the Lord.
The Lord.
Oh, get those emojis ready. Get those crosses. Come on, members only. Let's go.
Get the emojis.
Go. Say,
I'm ready, Bob. We're ready.
We all go.
Now.
Now.
2.
2.
Go. Ah.
Pit.
Hit.
Come on, get ready. Get ready, those emojis, members only. Come on, get ready. Say pit.
Pit.
Say pit.
You got to play along too. It can't just be me. Pit.
Come out. Come out in the name of Jesus. Come out. Go. Go. Go.
Go. Go.
Out in the name of Jesus. All of you come out of her now.
Kinky.
Lucifer. Lilith. Baal. Moloch. All
Bob.
the alien spirits.
The aliens.
Come out of her. Great job, members only, praying and exerting your will through Christ against this evil. Thank you.
People really think they did something.
Randolph says, if they really wanted to be convincing, they'd make her furniture shake around the lights flicker from time to time. I know. There was some really good VFX, or what could have been VFX moments in here. I could feel at the one point, she was like lifting her chest up.
Yeah.
Like, it's because we're just so used to it from Hollywood. She just wants to be like, but you can't without a wire. It's kind of hard.
Yeah,
to do that.
she's like, I don't want to oversell it. I want to go over the top here.
Exactly. No, this was good. This was you want a little tension because you can't. It just can't be boop, cross, and then it's gone, or you'd feel like you weren't getting your money's worth. You can't go for too long, or I feel like Bob would be getting a little pissed, and he'd be like, "All right, demon, look, I gotta go, shoot my wife and have a meal or something." So
I'm getting hungry, demon. So it's time for you to go back to hell. Go to hell now.
So, and now he's getting, I swear, I thought he was putting on lip balm when he first was doing this, but no, this is some more holy Zoom oil.
Holy oil.
Yes, he is.
Over Zoom.
This seems to
Yes.
be his shtick. He's then going to make a cross, I assume, because we like
In
to
air.
imitate Jesus dying. Yes.
I speak to you the peace of God, the presence of Christ,
Hey.
the comfort of the Holy Spirit to be upon you. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
And the UFO demons.
Be filled in all these areas where this evil was. Lana, were you aware of
Are you
everything that
back
was
to
going on?
normal? No, I had no idea what was going on. I was like in a completely another realm where the demon was holding me captive. Okay, continue.
I heard everything.
Oh, there you go.
I heard all the voices, but didn't know what to expect.
Wow. How do you feel now?
I know, big screen.
I feel.
I think I'm sold. Actually, I think I won some demons, so this might have been the opposite thing, but looked like a good time.
Come on, Moloch.
like a little bit lighter. I feel like I just feel like like I just went through a whirlwind, like almost.
Can you speak up just a hair? Because this automatic level control
Yeah,
on your
yeah.
microphone is all screaming. It's kind of suppressed everything. So,
Okay,
who
okay.
did this for you?
Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Jesus Christ.
Now, let me say to you,
Thank you, Jesus.
we're going to continue to help you.
Thank you,
I'll be
Jesus.
talking to you behind the scenes and seeing
Thank
how
you,
you're doing.
Jesus.
Make sure you're going forward.
Thank you.
This was truly an incredible moment to confront all of this stuff. You are a very brave woman. And I know I speak for people all over the world who watched you go through it. And we're just amazed at the faith you
Yeah.
had that pushed all this stuff right up to the surface, this immense evil.
Yes.
The Lord will bless and use you, not as your Father intended, but as your Father in heaven has planned for you. And I pray a great blessing on you and your marriage and your family, protection, blessing, health, prosperity, goodness, favor from the Lord. All the things that the devil has stolen from you, sevenfold returned right now.
Amen.
That
I
process
receive.
begins in the name of Jesus.
Thank you, Lord.
Absolutely, Nate. It was amazing. It was incredible.
I don't smoke, and I
Alright.
feel like I need a cigarette.
Stay right there. We'll have a word with you later, and somebody will be in touch with you tomorrow. But thank you
We'll
so
tell you
much.
how you did, how you did with routine.
I know.
we
Don't
can
you
bring
like
you
how he
back.
sounds? Don't you like how he sounds surprised? Like, oh my god, it worked every time because we're playing make believe. Wow, amazing. But it's part of the gig. It's part of the gig. Gotta act surprised, right?
Yeah, it couldn't have gone on much longer because it's almost time for dinner.
Thank your husband for me, too,
Yeah.
please.
Dr. Larson. Thank you.
Fuck your husband for me, please. Yeah, go ahead. I'm
Thanks
sure
for the
he'll enjoy it.
emojis. That saved
Find
us.
you. It really, I went through many steps to finally find the
Dude,
person
dude.
who the Lord.
He was
This
just
guy-
chilling there. He was just chilling
I
there
don't
the
know.
whole time.
I don't know if he was right there with her the whole time.
He maybe. That would make it funnier, but
What if he was sitting there laughing?
no, just like him on his phone, or I can't even imagine. Just like, whew, that must suck. Whew.
Oh, hi, Moloch. Moloch, what's up? Moloch.
Moloch hasn't been cooking us dinner lately, so it's been kind of crappy. Yeah, I'm pretty
You know,
sure that,
Your homeboy, Moloch.
I'm pretty sure that they just did it out soon. That he was watching the whole time, but oh man. Okay, let's
Maybe he's got like a basketball game on TV or something.
Yeah. And okay, so what I'm going to do is we're coming up to the last 4 minutes of the video. So we're going to do about an hour of open mic. And so I'm going to send that the link into chat if you have comments about anything that you just watched. And I can only imagine what those comments are.
If you are a representative from the UFO kingdom and you want to speak for them.
That's the other thing. If you disagree with us or you disagree with Bob and just want to point that out.
If your name is Bob Larson, if your name is Bob Larson and you want to come on and tell us we're wrong and we're going to hell and you can save us for a fee.
Exactly. And okay. Come on down. All welcome. And so we'll fly into the landing here, and then I'll be sending that link.
I'm just guessing. I'm guessing in the last 4 minutes, it's going to go back to infomercial mode, but we'll see.
Yeah, probably.
It was to help deliver me, because I knew that even though at home trying to do prayers and my own self-deliverance and traveling all over to look for deliverance ministers. And
they didn't have the emojis, so those other ministers just aren't.
It's miraculous. I believe exorcism is the most amazing, miraculous, miracle-working power of God, and
nothing pisses off those demons like emojis.
I'm happy.
Well, I'm very humbled to hear what you say, and thank you. And we're going to walk with you through this, and God's bringing you out of this for a reason.
Yes,
to be a witness for him. You're a very articulate, a boldly spoken woman. God's going to use it. Thank you. We'll be talking to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Now, hold those chests just for a second, because I'm going to answer them and respond to a couple of things. Like and share. Let everybody know. Many of you who have tuned in tonight have never seen it.
Like, share, subscribe.
You're at a bit of state of shock. This has just hit you from every which direction.
Oh, we are in shock, Bob.
Saying these are the last days.
Complete
shock. They don't have a lot of time left, and they're working very, very hard. And you and I, we must work even harder.
Even harder.
We have to be more bold.
That wasn't me. That was their tech guy.
And more determined. Please get our book.
Oh, it's an icon. Okay.
The Jezebel book.
Advertising.
The book on curse breaking. The book on how to deal with demons. My world religions book. Be a great book for you to just dive into a lot of what we talked about tonight.
And okay.
A chapter on my pasta recipes.
So he's going to be going into more of his advertisements and blah, 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 blah. So we're going to say that if you would like to check out any of Bob Larson's content, he is also a YouTube creator. So that is us giving him his shout out. But with that being said, we're going to open up the floodgates and switch it into our open mic. Woohoo! You ready to have the floodgates open, James?
I'm ready for the UFO kingdom to bring them on in.
All praise the UFO kingdom. Speaking of all the transitions, speaking of the UFO kingdom, sure, why not? Peter, we are Midnight Ranting on Aliens and Witchcraft Demons, just because I like saying that sentence. How are you? And what the heck did we just watch?
Welcome, heathens. I'm coming to you tonight in full commando mode, which means I'm naked from the waist down. And I want you all to join us in the deliverance prayer. And we are going to pray for the threesome between Lilith, Jezebel, and Lucifer. May they fuck all night, and may the pastor bless them. Welcome, everybody. Midnight Ranting! Woo! See, I shocked Amy, so she has herself muted. She's lost for
did.
words.
She doesn't know what
I was so excited that it muted myself.
Yeah, the volume was supposed to be loud. I had the microphone right up to my mouth. I apologize. I'll put it away a little bit further.
And we have so many people here that I'm just gonna start adding people, and then we'll go back into
and so many questions.
And I think no, don't be sorry. That we know who should be sorry, and it's no one here tonight.
Well, first of all, the I Lilith brought to you by Apple. That needs to be a thing because that's going to blow the Bible up.
I Moloch.
And he said it just like it. Like he wasn't even saying I Malik, I Lilith. He was like I Lilith. I Lilith. Like, calm down, Steve Jobs. Like, calm down.
I'm Moloch.
And okay, moving right along. We are Midnight Ranting on Aliens and Witchcraft Demons, of course. Randolph Richardson, how are you? And what the hell?
Well, what I think is that Peter would be the perfect candidate to get on Bob Larson's show.
Absolutely.
After hearing all that.
I'd love that. I could do a better job than the woman that he had there.
But you got to change. Peter, if you do it, take me off full screen here. Peter, if thanks. Peter, if you do that, you got to change your avatar to something evil looking, satanic, and you got to put something on your head that you got to dress the part.
I've got a picture of me naked on a scooter. I think that'll do the trick.
That sounds pretty satanic.
Although I don't know if I have it handy right here. Let me check.
That sounds like some straight out of the UFO kingdom.
Nope.
Or get on and do a deep fake of somebody like Stapler Boy. You could have so much fun with that guy. Oh boy.
Now, do we need to tell people who Stapler Boy is?
I'll leave that up to you, man. I know he's from the TV show, a movie called The Office or something like that. So,
yeah, he's the other who's always going commando. Let's keep it at that.
If you're thinking of Pantless Stapler Boy, I'll leave it up to you.
Okay, I think there's my avatar.
Oh, yeah, you call into Bob Larson's show, and what you do is once you've been exorcised, change the background to blue. That's the only change you make. Yay! He's cured.
And I've got a voice changer, so when I'm possessed, I can have a voice like Not Your Witness coming from the depth of hell.
Yeah, and then once you're cured, you can make some comment about, oh, good, I can finally get back to my marriage or something like that. So it'll be okay now.
There you go. That was so funny. I can't believe he was right next to her. I saw a video once where it's like a guy a bear sits right next to him, and you're staring at the bear. And then at the end of the video, you turn the camera and it's like all these bears. You're like, holy moly. I wish
he was with her the whole time. I don't know.
I swear, he was sitting there. She was sitting there going, woo, and he was just like.
Did you see the look? Did you see the look on his face in the first clip that you had on the show, and in the last? He's looking at her, thinking, "You're nuts. You're crazy. When this is over, I'm out of here." That's the look on his face.
This cost how much money was this?
With that.
Well, keep in mind, another word for theft is larceny. His name is Larson.
Well, you know what would be even more interesting is if you went on with that avatar and a voice changer and said that you've got a complaint, like as if you're in the next suite, and you're saying you're making too much noise. You keep poking in here. It's been a huge problem. Blah blah blah. Be very serious. So
We've been having an
trying
orgy,
to come up with a truce
killing
and
babies.
negotiate a truce.
Complaining
really
that the pastor's taking people away from him. That would also be a good take.
Oh, you
and it's upsetting the balance of hell.
You stole my stapler. Now I get I get the movie. I'm having a real Captain America. I get that reference. Okay. But moving right along, we'll go back into open conversation in a minute. But we are midnight ranting on aliens and witchcraft demons. Something tells me your theology might be a little bit different.
I think
Just
you
a
might
little
have
bit.
a little difference with Bob. A few points.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I will.
Although I'm still washing off trying to wash off the monster and all the baby blood from Monday night, but
I only caught the opening part of that, but I'm going to continue watching because I'm curious, and if you like, afterwards I'll be happy to give you some feedback.
Sure.
I don't know what I'm in for yet.
Oh, from the debate. And Will, I want to apologize. I was going back and forth. I shouldn't have done the stream, so I'm glad I didn't do the streams because I had to get my homework done. But I've really wanted to do an after show for both yours and we'll say the silly debate yesterday. I still wanted to do it for that, but I had already done trans as a subject like 2 weeks ago. I was going back and forth, but we'll do a free will. We'll do both.
I'm just not woken up for that.
It's all good. It's all
Amy
good.
and I may be teaming up in the near future.
Yes, I have to respond. To him. Thank you. Oh my gosh. In fact,
Looking forward to that.
Randolph, I am too. Randolph and I think, are about to have a dual debate.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Any preview? Who we talking with, or is it secret?
I think we have to wait until everything's confirmed before we can say that. Because James is still trying to confirm the other part.
But that's okay. Going back on, Will, I imagine. What do you think when you hear these guys? Because I would say these are James and I's one of our biggest pet peeves. Because these guys feel sleazy. Like I have to wipe it off me after the stream. That is how it feels.
Yeah, it's an absolute joke, to be honest with you. The theology he has is completely off. First of all, Jesus doesn't argue with demons. He says, go, and they go. He says, be quiet, and they be quiet. There is no...
That wouldn't be a good show.
It.
Well, I guess that explains why the furniture wasn't bouncing around and the lights weren't flickering then.
Yeah, and the other half of that is that by the theology of Scripture, it's impossible for a Christian person to be possessed by a demon anyway, because they're supposed to be filled with the Holy Spirit. And so how can a demon occupy the same space as God himself?
Back when I was a Christian, I would have agreed with that. Yeah, I would have said it wouldn't work that way. So
it's an impossibility. This is more of like a dualist theological position where, Satan has his own free will and is able to thwart God's plan, which is the complete opposite of my theology. So
I don't understand the whole, I didn't understand what the demon was doing in there. I didn't understand how easy, even though there was a struggle, does it work over Zoom? It works over Zoom? That's amazing.
For money, it can work over anything. It can work anywhere.
James, were you Calvinist like Will, or were you from a different denomination?
No, I was more like mainline Protestant.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
Yeah. Not one of the Reformed denominations, though.
So we'll go back into open conversation in a second. But Big Screen Bird, we are midnight ranting on aliens and witchcraft demons. You know, the normal. How are you? What are your thoughts?
Which book do you want to buy everybody? First, Big Screen Bird? Which book are you going to order first?
Definitely the second one. Yep.
I see
the World Religions Explained. That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's. I see you've got the red guard all ready to go here.
Yep, glad you noticed. Thanks for asking. This is Richard. He is my demon guard, so he keeps demons away that they can't get in through Zoom. Yeah, I mean,
there
looks
you
like
go.
He's ready. He looks like he's prepared.
He's ready. You don't want to mess with
And
him.
he's got the oil ready, though. If you need it. If you need it, she's got it ready.
That's what they call it anyway.
Oh. Well, I was in here laughing so hard, I was crying. My wife even came in and was like, "What are you doing?" And it was when you took when Amy took the oil thing, tipped it, and she said, "Oh, this is all you have to do? Oh, cool."
It's that easy. It's gotta go like that.
It's that easy.
We're doing exorcisms. Come on.
Like when that clergy pulled out the little bottle of oil or whatever, I was thinking, oh, he's going into essential oils now.
Exactly. Yeah.
I just find it so funny, the use of props. Like it's just like Ken Hovind. He is close to doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just go up on stage. Why the Jesus shtick? Just do your comedy.
So crazy.
Yeah, there's no need for a cross or any of that mumbo jumbo scripturally, so I don't know why they even go with that route. They get it from the movies, The Exorcist.
Well, it really did look like they were trying to emulate the movie. Like, she looked like she was trying to lift herself up. That cross, let me tell you, if the size of a cross is proportional to down below, I feel bad for his wife. That's all I'm saying. I've never seen.
It's a huge cross. It's a
the
tremendous cross, Amy. It's huge.
It's tremendous. It's the biggest cross. No one does crosses better than me ever.
But it's
Some
just
people they say.
The cross itself is just a symbol. It has no theological power.
Well, you're wrong. So that's all I know.
But you just saw two
That's what
demons
the
be
devil
exorcised.
would say. Of course, the devil would say it has no power, right?
Exactly.
You see, I would be skeptical, Will, if it was one demon. Anyone can exorcise one demon, but two demons? Come on.
Well, no, it was 3, wasn't it?
Was it 3?
Yeah.
Lucifer,
Lucifer,
Moloch, Lucifer, Jezebel.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Moloch was in charge of the UFO. He was the head of the UFO kingdom.
I'm just surprised they didn't go all out and just straight up go Legion, right? Like just pull Legion straight out of the text and go that route.
It's a good one.
And Mubarak, I think it's been really the theme of the night is just buy my book and buy my lecture series, and you can talk to me, or hey, if you got enough money, maybe you could even see me in person. That'd be cool.
Oh man,
$300 for a Zoom call.
So it's for me. It was kind of like a wave of emotion. I was sad, and then funny, and then sad, and then it's just like this is just absurd. That's all it is.
Because on one hand, I feel bad for her.
Right.
And then on the other hand, it's just so silly that it's what are we doing here? You're playing.
I do think she's being taken advantage of because
for sure.
Oh yeah.
She really believes this, and when I look at that, I feel like that's a charlatan who's if she's paying money for it. If she's not paying money for it, whatever. But it's still there's perhaps a psychotherapy issue that's being overlooked here, and that's
Sorry, I definitely don't think it's a whatever though, because if she's getting paid for it, then she is conning other people.
No, I said if she's paying for that service.
I got you. Okay,
that's what I meant.
I got you.
Yeah, if she's in cahoots with him, okay, they're both scammers then. Yeah.
Why would you pay to have somebody cast out a demon?
Because you're not a true Christian.
I'll tell you why.
What preachers?
People pay for that. People pay money for that. Often in the forms of donation, but they pay for it.
And I wasn't kidding. It's $295 on his website for him to do a Zoom call with you. Like I wasn't kidding.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we make jokes, but that's why he's here. He's here for that big green. And it's sad because underneath it all, like I said, is the claim, but then there is.
Oh, I lied. $395.
$395.
So $400 for a 50-minute virtual
Not
encounter.
even an hour.
50 minutes. Let's be more specific. Yeah.
Oh,
And
he
it's
does charge
not-
for it. Okay.
Yes.
It's not even
and
that
that's
on
on his
top.
website. Yeah.
It's that he is like he's playing. They're both playing along with each other, but he should know. I don't think he believes in aliens. Does he believe in aliens? Does anyone come across thinking that he believes? Maybe he does with questions like, "Who are you? Your commanders? Who is your leaders or whatever?"
At the commander level.
Managers.
Who are your managers? Yeah.
Said who are your managers, didn't he? It's crazy.
Bring me to your managers.
It's like, I didn't know Karens were involved here.
I know. We have to travel all the way into intergalactic space, and there are still Karens.
Yep. Still Karens.
But yeah,
Mark Larkaren.
But can I ask a silly question? How
Of
can
course.
guys
Sure.
like this get away with normal
oh,
things?
that's the.
But then
That's
somebody who just simply believes in the sovereignty of God should be thrown in prison.
Who
find
should be
that
thrown
odd.
in prison?
Oh, you got to go back and read the 365 comments in that debate thread from Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, someone said you should be thrown in jail.
Yeah,
Thrown
Will
in
was getting
prison,
roasted.
Oh man, the comments are great. It was,
Yeah, you should burn in
Modern-
hell was one of them.
Modern
Yeah.
day debate does have their comments can be rough around the edges. James is amazing, and the mods there are amazing. It's just, it's the debate community is such a.
It's the internet.
It's the internet.
it
I
doesn't
like
bother
it.
me. I thought it was funny. I actually enjoyed it.
Well,
enjoyed
you-
it.
I
See,
like the openness.
That tone that you just have, that's kind of how I feel. I jokingly, non-jokingly,
Right.
like when people disagree with me, it is the same feeling as cocaine. It is like, ooh, really? Let's talk. No, let's talk. You disagree.
Yeah.
Come, let's talk. I like this. Here we go. And if someone insults me, it's like, oh no, that's fine. I'll make more points and you insult me. That's fine.
Right.
That's cool. I am loving my props. I can't help it.
Excuse me, sir. Put your prop away. Sir.
Excuse me, sir. Oh
Sir.
my God,
Big Bird there.
I want to
was
debate
was
Mr.
nice enough
Batman.
to call me that night, and we had a good talk for 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, really?
About it. Yeah, it was good.
Who was
Well, I'll
that?
do an episode on Calvinism. I'll let you get it out, or take more punches. We'll find out.
It's both. No, I just thought it was funny. It was for me. It was, but I mean, I just don't see how somebody who doesn't impose their beliefs on somebody else gets all that flack, and then somebody who goes around with a cross that he picked up from Hobby Lobby and then starts casting out demons online for $400 is somewhat normal, I guess. To me that's absolutely hysterical.
But Will, you can help cast the demons out at the sword bearer level. You can send your emojis, and
My
that will
emoji.
really make the devil mad. Yeah,
Is there a
that
John
devil
Calvin
hates it.
emoji that I can throw?
He hates those
That was
emojis.
broken me. I was like, because once again, he's taking it seriously. It's
Yeah.
like he really does think either he does think the emojis do have power, or it's just his shtick, and he's trying to make more money, and he's just like, yeah, become a member, send emojis, it works,
Yeah.
or some shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just think it's funny because I mean, I believe that that demons exist. I believe that people were possessed by demons. Now, there is some theological discussion of whether that still happens after the Holy Spirit came, because all of those instances of the apostles casting out demons and this, that, or whatnot was pre, the Holy Spirit coming. But even then, I've had experiences that were like that, but it's nothing like what Bob does. It's just funny. So, I mean, theologically, I believe that those things
Dank dipstick. I'm
exist.
not sure who Dank Dipstick is. Sorry, Will.
No, that's all right. I believe that those things exist, but it's definitely if you're going to do those things, you need to follow the way the scripture says to do it, not just be overly theatrical.
And this isn't about. I want to also answer your question, but that you asked earlier about why someone would do this. First of all, this isn't about scripture. This is a business.
Yeah,
he is. I mean, he hawks his shit. We were in an infomercial at like minute 7, and it wasn't a short one either. Like, it was a long infomercial.
It was like a 4-minute segment.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. That's longer than most of my bits. My bits are between 2 and 5 minutes. He did a whole bit on just why you should become a commando, baby. Pay more money. And if you go on his channel, I was looking, a lot of his playlists, a lot of his things are members only. Once again, not hating. I want to make cool emojis. I might make a Mr. Batman and Nathan Thompson, all sorts of fun emojis
LPP.
one day, just to. That'd be interesting. See, LPP is I'd have to figure out what his shtick is. Well, I know what his shtick, but like with
that?
Nathan, logical, probable, John Maddox.
Yeah.
With
yeah.
With like Batman, I could probably make a cool Batman emoji that's saying "sir, sir, sir." So me. But so I'm not hating. I'm not hating that he's trying to make money, but it just when that overrides the Jesus, I think people like will look at that and be like, "Hey, buddy, you're doing us wrong. You are making us look bad. You are trying to hawk your product, and your the religion doesn't even come up until like we got into it, and even then, it was just." The theatrics. Yeah. But to answer you, you were about to say something, Will? No, you're about to say something. I felt it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like even too, like he mentions Jesus a couple times, but he never uses Jesus' authority to do anything. And that's where the theologically,
his authority.
That's where the power comes from, and not from us. It comes from God. Not so I just don't understand.
Well, he did ask her at the end, say, who did this for you? He said Jesus. So
he got it right. Bob did.
Daddy Larson. Daddy Larson did it right. It's crazy. See, but there's no difference.
But Bob gets the money for it.
Exactly. But there's no difference between this guy and Kent Hovind. They're both in it to only sell books. There's literally no difference.
Similar. Very similar.
Yeah.
Buy my book. Buy my DVD shirt.
Video number 3, I'll explain that whole to you. $50, get the whole set.
Yeah. Yeah, because rocks don't turn into a dolphin. Yeah, no one's ever said that, but thanks.
Thank you, Ken.
Like, I don't have a problem with real ministers getting paid to do things if it's a reasonable salary.
So exactly. So that no, there is
depends.
If people are coming to, first of all, kinky, but like the atypical pastor that is just doing his job or whatever, people come, he reads the passages, he tries to help people. Like, his job is ministering. It's not making money. The money part is second, or at least I like to think. Maybe now I'm just being too glossy-eyed, but generally I like to think most people are good, and that, like I said, you want to pay the bills, I have my link at the bottom. But at the same time, that shouldn't be your guiding light. Your guiding light should not be the almighty dollar bill, or else people are going to know that's what he feels like. And I'm sure he gets a following and shit. But to answer your question, Will, of why people do this, and because I guarantee you, this woman was suffering in some way or another, and she was looking for what I would say the term would be, whether I agree with it or not, spiritual guidance. And so she was looking for someone out there, and this is what she came across. And it felt right, and maybe it clicked with something. You know, maybe she had something in her past where this could have been, because I want to know about, she said her dad was pagan, but then she said her dad walked around laying hands on people and stuff. So I don't know. But
Catholic.
This person was, then he was Catholic. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That was my point at the very beginning. And she said that so casually. And then like, just, it was my dad. He was Catholic. I didn't even think about that. And then we got to the horrible stuff.
She's like, yeah, I never had anything to do with Jesus when I was younger.
Right, never heard of him.
Catholic. Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Aunt Jer, welcome back. We just solved world peace. So we're
Yep.
going to be handing that out. We're going to be
Yep.
getting that out to everyone.
We found out who is the kingdom, who is the leader, the manager of the UFOs.
Exactly. Take us to your UFO manager. But yeah, it's just this is my first time coming across him.
Even all of these other like even like my dad was a preacher when I was growing up. He's not anymore, but he was then. And you know, we lived a very, very modest life. You know, having to put water in the ketchup bottle to you know, get every last bit of ketchup out, or my mom not being able to eat because we didn't have enough groceries to go through. So, and that's because the church really only paid for just like, you know, basic costs of living and stuff like that. And even these other preachers too. And there's other like whole denominations where the pastor's pay is limited because the rest of that money that's donated to the church is supposed to be for helping the poor, needy, and stuff like that. But then you have people like Joel Osteen, who's, you know, a millionaire and lives in a giant house. And,
well,
like the guy at Liberty University who has you know, runs that. His wife is on $100,000. Yeah, Jerry Falwell, $100,000 a month expense account, and the teachers, the professors that work there make like $30,000-$40,000 a year.
But Will, what if the pastor is the poor and the needy?
You need a different icon, Peter.
Well, that's. But that you don't need $100,000 a month expense
You
account.
need to do like that devil laugh that she did.
Well,
Remember
you
when
don't.
she was laughing like the devil, and she was like,
I don't make $100,000 a year, much less $100,000 a month.
But
when I watch videos like this, I think I'm in the wrong business.
Yes.
Yeah, Peter, you still need a different picture.
I couldn't do this. What?
Yeah. You need one that fits the voice. Like a Smurf or something.
Wait a minute.
That's not
voice?
Peter's voice?
No,
Peter, look up
Chipmunks.
Smurfs. Look up the Smurfs. SMURF.
Wait.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Am I stuck somewhere?
I don't know what you're talking about, Peter. You sound fine to me. I think they're I don't know.
"Where's Moloch? Is Moloch in there, Peter?
Where is Moloch?
Let
Oh,
me talk to
Moloch is playing
Let me
tricks.
talk to
He got
Moloch.
Peter. Moloch.
Get your
Or if you can
emojis
find a
going,
picture of a
people.
baby demon, that would be better.
Get your emojis going. Let's get rid of Moloch.
I got it.
Hold up your dildo.
Oh wow.
That's a different prop jar, James. But
yeah.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah. No, it's Leviosa.
No, for this one you need to do like Expelliarmus.
Hermione
right?
Granger. What's happened to your voice?
You would need to use Expelliarmus for this one, though, for this topic.
Expelliarmus. Poor J.K. Rowling. We should do another topic on that. That's another good podcast. Just want to read. I think ContraPoints did that, though. I do want to read through that.
See, before she was known for that, you know, the Harry Potter stories are actually quite good.
I bought my niece Harry Potter, and then she's all into it now. So it's like it's almost my fault.
And to me, it was a big disappointment, and I think to many people, it was a big disappointment when she came out with her bigotry. So
I have complicated. So I would not cancel her. I'll still make good books if she pays for them. But I think that she is defending a bitch. I mean, if we not to get, I'll do it off topic, and then we'll come back on topic. But basically, J.K. Rowling was someone got fired for not wanting to pronounce someone correctly, or they didn't even get fired. They didn't get their contract renewed, and then she lost the case in court. And so J.K. Rowling was defending that person, and that's what got the shitstorm. Now, I think she's not being transphobic. I just think she's defending a bitch. You don't need to make politically correct terms for it. I mean, but I'm not. It breaks my heart a little bit, but at the same time, it's not. I'll still, if she makes good books, I'll buy it. So, hard bridge to cross.
Cancel culture on Tart.
Well, and so no, you see, that's funny. That was a very hard. I'm generally debated the other side. I was on Modern Day Debate on, and I'm now at the point, and it was just about. I just thought Jeff was more polished on his debate. I think he almost had me on Bigfoot. That's how polished Jeff is at debating. Where we were sitting there in the back chat. Even Jim was impressed with that. So it had nothing to do with sides. But that's why I don't like judging, because I feel like it's hard not to let your own personal opinion
It is hard, yeah.
get back in the way. But okay, that aside, and more fun to come, we are Midnight Ranting.
Really?
We'll probably
Already?
do this for a little bit longer, and then we'll wrap it up. But we're Midnight Ranting on Aliens and Witchcraft Demons, a completely normal sentence. I don't know what anyone else is talking about.
Good times. Good times.
Good times.
Yep.
Perfectly normal.
Perfectly normal.
Does anyone believe in aliens?
I'm going to hand it off to...
I mean, I'm not dogmatic about it. I think they definitely exist somewhere.
I would very much like it if there was sentient intelligent life that we could communicate with reasonably well, or at least figure that out, that are kind of technologically advanced enough that we could communicate. You know, it'd be really neat. I want to believe, but I don't, because I haven't seen any evidence of it. So.
Yeah, this is the only thing in my life that I deem completely irrational, is that I believe there are. I have no evidence for it. I'm not going to prove any. I can't prove it. But
this is the only topic that I think. Actually, no. We have James and I disagree. I don't believe that we have proven aliens so far, but I want.
No, I don't
to.
either. I want them to be real. That's
not proven.
Yeah,
it's.
So,
the evidence is not what we would want, but
the last thing I've heard is that we might be close to proving aliens.
I think we're getting closer, but
what annoys me?
They're sending a probe to the planet that's closer to the moon.
Again with the probes. It's
Uranus?
always probes.
A probe to Uranus.
And apparently that used to have an Earth-like atmosphere and even water. And
Mars?
they're now going to look
Venus?
in the atmosphere.
Yeah, Venus may have looked up for both
Venus.
Mars and Venus may have looked like our planet. They have a run-house greenhouse effect, so it's all like a pressure cooker right now. That's why, even though it's further away, it actually is warmer on the surface than Mercury from the sun. Pressure cooker. But it might have been that way.
it definitely wouldn't have been intelligent life. It would have been almost certainly microbial life.
Yes. And, I'm just very scared of it because I'll tell you, natural selection, baby. They're either going to be enlightened aliens or they're going to be spreading their freedom over to our planet. It's one or the other.
Winning our hearts and minds.
Winning our hearts and minds. But I don't even know. I mean, this all got started because she felt like aliens are eating her miscarriages, which is such a...
Sleep paralysis.
What a claim.
Yeah, it's quite the claim.
It sounds like she's having very vivid, very frightening dreams, and she's not able to differentiate them between actual memories, which does happen.
I've heard sleep paralysis is terrifying, but and so my heart goes out to her. Like I said,
have you ever had it? You've never had sleep paralysis?
Never had it. Where you wake up and it's like you're just completely fried.
You can't move for a minute, or not a minute. It feels like longer, but it's just a few seconds because those parts of your brain haven't clicked back on yet. They're still in the mode where you're dreaming, and your body doesn't want to act out your dreams because that could be really dangerous. If
I've never experienced that, but I've heard of people having that and being quite terrified, and it lasting more than a few seconds. Well, for some,
I mean, I don't know. It just seems your concept of time at that point is not 100%. So it probably feels a lot longer than it is.
Yeah, I don't know about that. If that's actually maybe an exaggeration on their part, then that's a good point.
Couldn't tell you. I sleepwalk on occasion, but that's it.
I've had like fear-induced paralysis. I don't know if it's necessarily sleep paralysis.
When you sleepwalk,
like a panic attack.
When you sleepwalk, do you get dressed first?
I'd be asleep, and then I'd wake up, and it would feel like something was in the room, and I couldn't move because I was so scared.
Yeah, no, I'm wondering, Big Screen Bird, do you get dressed when you sleepwalk, or
no?
Oh wow, that must freak out the family.
Well, it's just me and my wife live in our house, and generally what is I'll wake up and stand in the corner, and my wife will wake up, and she's seen it enough that she'll just say,
"This
come back
is me in the corner."
Yeah,
he knows what's happening.
Yeah,
losing my abductions, aliens. No,
there we go.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I've never.
Randolph must be the manager of the UFO kingdom.
He is, I think so.
And man, that was crazy. When he said that, I just lost it. Yeah. I was like, what are we doing here, dude? UFO kingdom? Are you feeding this to her? Or is she feeding this to you? Because man, where did that come from?
He's probably trying to tap into Art Bell's Coast to Coast AM audience a bit there. Yeah.
He definitely has an Alex Jonesy vibe. Like he feels like he's there to entertain. Like that is his thing.
I saw a video of his like a month ago, and I sent it to Amy like, we need to cover this guy. And he was exorcising the demons of QAnon. But then just yesterday he came out with this one, and that just took the cake.
We gotta exorcise the demons.
Well, I want to know is if you're in the business of casting out demons, why do you have to dress like one?
Yeah, he did have that almost super villain kind of
orange man
slicked back.
Yeah.
Like Aleister Crowley or something like that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Nukem.
And we'll go back into discussion in a second, but we actually have Mubarak. We are Midnight Ranting on Aliens and Witchcraft Demons. You know, an average night.
Yep.
How are you, and what are your thoughts?
Oh, I love witchcraft. That's my only thought.
Well, there you go. You can't go wrong, right? A little bit of witchcraft.
In the book series Dune, I think it's in the 5th book. There's a lady talking to herself or to her previous life, and she said, "Oh, you bitch," and the ghost returned, I would prefer witch." And that's my favorite thing about.
I got you, Mark. I'm so close to having my soundboard ready. It's gonna be great.
So close. He's just right there, right there. So a hair away. Just pray for it.
Away. So were you watching Mubarak? Did you see any of the fun?
Not really. I was actually making dinner. So
that's
I didn't
okay.
watch it.
So what are your thoughts on demons? Or do you have any thoughts on demons?
It's kind of related, but not really. I just watched a little lecture from he's an creator at the British Museum, and he had the oldest story about demons and ghosts from ancient Babylonia and Sumeria and all those stuff. And it's very much the same thing that we deal with today about demon coming from, I don't know, like monsters coming in and dealing with that. And of course, it's my personal belief is just either bullshit. People saw something and got scared. Another thing about ghosts that I was just thinking about there's very common thing about the post or grief induced hallucinations. So if you are hallucinating about your beloved that have passed away, and you see them walking around and you know they're dead, if you didn't know about hallucination, your first thought might be, oh shit, they come back as a ghost.
So for a moment I was scared as hell that you were going to say anything about lamps.
And okay, actually we have we have Amaretto backstage. We are Midnight Ranting on Aliens and Witchcraft Demons.
She's got to have some demons. She has to have at least a few.
How are you, and what are your thoughts?
Man, I've got a lot of thoughts.
Listen, let me talk to Moloch. Bring Moloch out.
See, it's funny because I'm one of those Therian otherkin freaks that's like, yeah, I'm like, this is my soul in a human body. But all that aside, it's I look at these people and I'm like, wow, like this is pretty bad. Although I'm like watching it and I'm like, man, I could do like a kink scene on this. This would be entertainment.
Rule 34.
Listen, you can find anything on the internet. I'm telling you what. Have you been on 4chan lately?
Yep.
Have you been on the new kinky Tumblr? It's fun. But
wait,
yeah,
what's that website? I'm asking for a friend. What was it?
He's typing with one hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Why am I not surprised that exists?
Oh, Rule 34. It's a thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then Rule 36 and all. Yeah. I'm showing my age here. I grew up. The internet molded me. It raised me. You joined the internet when Trollface was around? Pfft, young kids, get off my lawn. But yeah.
We're not all these Gen Z kids like Randolph here. Yeah. Damn Randolph.
I know. But seriously, though, like, as I was watching it,
Randolph,
there's a part of me that...
Discord. It.
Oh yeah, I'm all over Discord. Yeah,
I felt so bad if I don't know, like the fact is, like, yeah, it's definitely it's some of the same tactics that psychics, like fake psychics, will use, and I say fake because I'm not going to say there is no possibility that there could be, a real psychic, because it kind of goes along with like I don't know for sure. I can't prove it. I can't scientifically prove it. No.
You're just asking questions.
Yeah. But it definitely was, he was guiding her. I got the vibe at definitely a few points, and I don't know. I was just like, it's funny because I think, Will, you said something like this is like out of the movies or something like that. And I was like, not even. She has no bodily harm to her. I mean, that was like the most tamest exorcism I've ever seen.
Yeah, she wasn't levitating. I was very disappointed.
Yeah.
No bruises.
I mean, they didn't have like a Hollywood level budget.
For reference, I saw I dated somebody who actually had an exorcism done on them when I was younger.
What's happening to Amy there?
And it was definitely
I was possessed.
But not for long.
Did they change after the exorcism?
The devil repoed your soul.
Oh, it's just like it was.
If you make a
but
payment,
I mean, the
you can get
point
it
was
back.
like, my experience with that, it was a lot more violent. Let's just say that than what this woman was going through, and yeah, it was a Jewish exorcism actually, because it was
I don't want to stereotype her, but when I saw this the first time, she spoke for like a single sentence. I'm like, she's Jewish. I was like, there's definitely a Jewish background. And she was. So.
How does a Jewish exorcism work? Because I thought that only God could cast out demons. Like, that's why Jesus casting out demons was such a sign.
She sounds born again, I think.
Yeah. Well, the person who did it, mind you, like, this is when I was younger. This is actually my first boyfriend who had it done. So I was like 12 or 13.
Like the Jewish.
I think it's like Kabbalah. He had.
Yeah.
Because his mother was practicing Jewish. His mother was actually their biological grandmother, and so she was like a boomer. She was baby boomer age, and she had all of this stuff, and like he was winding stuff around his hands and everything else. She's like preparing to go against the devil, and I'm just like, okay, like I'm like a preteen, young teen. I'm like okay, all right. Probably gonna see some shit. Cool. So I don't know. I just thought it was
It reminds me of.
It was kind of fucked up. Like just watching this video, and I'm just like, this is such a shame that there are going to be people who are going to think that this is actually happening. And I'm like, it's.
She believes it. It looks like she believes it.
Yeah, I mean.
I still think that she was acting, and she was a bad actor too,
for sure.
Well,
yeah, I'm like, was she in on it? Was she being? Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you have to ask. Like, as I'm like watching the video, I'm like, is she in on it? Like, is this kind of like a mutually beneficial scam, or was this like something where she was trying to get help and?
Wait. They're doing an exorcism, and you ask yourself, is this a scam?
Well,
I'm
not an atheist, though. I'm not an atheist, so that's why I say that.
We'll get you there. Come on.
But there is this other part of this too, and maybe Bird can talk to this. When you have those experiences in the church, you do gain some sort of celebrity status as well. Like if you have some great prophecy, or
like speaking in tongues,
some great get slain in the tongues and have some where you're knocked out for 35 minutes.
You're manifesting signs.
I feel like it depends on the church. I feel like in the Pentecostal. Did I pronounce that right tonight?
Pentecostal,
yeah.
Has to come from is that type of background.
Yeah, I feel like Catholicism, and then like maybe the Southern Baptist, and more so like the Pentecostals, and I guess like the Mormons maybe, because they kind of are very prophet based. But I feel it's like if I was going to my grandmother's old Methodist church and I walked in there and they would look at me like I was cuckoo. They wouldn't. I feel some denominations there's more of a prevalence, to glorify than in others.
For sure.
So, I think that's definitely something to just keep in mind.
Oh, absolutely.
And if you don't do it, then people look down on you for not doing it.
Yeah. If you don't have that experience, there's something wrong with you.
Exactly.
And now I'm curious.
You must have sin in your life, or you're not a true believer.
Right.
Night, Dave Gar.
Mubarak, do they have exorcisms in Islam?
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say when you were talking about Jewish exorcism and wrapping stuff around your hands and stuff. In Islamic exorcism, there is a lot of violence involved in it. It's one of the. It's a crazy ritual. Basically, what you do, you are beating the demon out of the person.
See, yeah, except he was flinging
seriously.
So my ex was flinging himself around the house. He was doing things where by logic, I was like, okay, well, if this was like not going on, would anybody actually be doing this amount of damage to their house? Like drywall was get holes in drywall. It was extremely violent.
Hey! Don't.
I can show you a video from a Dallas Cowboys fan totally destroying his entire house.
I mean,
understandable.
I mean, it's a Dallas Cowboys fan.
As
like,
as an Eagles
we don't
fan,
expect much from that. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have my Eagle shirt on right now, but I got my jersey and stuff in the dryer. Also, having a close relative that is a Trumper and a Dallas Cowboys fan, I say there is a strong contingency there.
Yeah.
So
you can feel the Philly coming off of this.
And I need to add.
This John is for real.
For Tottenham Hotspur fans, that's pretty much every Sunday.
Oh,
not every Sunday, but there are some of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Philly. We are a special breed in the Philly area. What I think our stadium is the only stadium with a jail in it for a reason.
Understatement.
Oh, Philadelphia Union. We have a song we sing in the River End. We're from part of it's. We're from Philly, filthy Philly. No one likes us. We don't care. So
Philly, where we boo you when we like you.
Yes, and that's how Gritty came. Listen. We hated Gritty when he was first revealed, or we were like, what the hell is this? And then when everybody else started hating on our mascot, we were like, yo, fuck you. This is our fucking freaking mascot. And we're going to like love him to death. And now look, he is like an Antifa LGBT icon.
So, Jamie's calling him out. He's saying this dude. And let me tell you, Jamie, I completely agree. I think most Christians, well, not most, but I think Christians like you and Will obviously see the charlatanism.
He's a charlatan, yeah.
There is 10% Jesus and 90% getting me those big bucks.
I know we still have to see it, but he reminds me of what we were talking about last night, Marjo, that preacher who was basically like, yeah, this is fake doing this on the road. Yeah. So it kind of reminded me of that.
You don't know who Nathan? You don't? You might know. You're gonna learn. We were talking about him yesterday. Yeah. Nathan Thompson. He's doing something called a flat Earth tour. Which is so weird. But he is literally going across the United. No. But he's touring the United States trying to preach flat Earth gospel.
At Waffle Houses at 4 a.m.
Is he not worried about walking off the edge of the earth?
I know. The idea of doing a tour around the Earth for flat Earth, I feel like the irony misses him.
You can't fall off because of the ice wall.
That's right. Ice wall keeps you in. That's right, Will. Will knows.
So basically, what flat earthers are trying to say is we're basically just one big giant D&D campaign.
Yes.
And that's all they're trying to say.
Yep. It makes sense.
Seven Kingdoms come to fruition.
Listen, I am down to roll for Rogue anytime.
Woohoo! All right, I'm playing a healer. Maybe.
So the exorcism going on.
I know. I can get some exorcism.
Break the curse, Amy. I break the curse.
Woohoo! And so we're about to wrap up in a minute or two, but we have been midnight ranting on Aliens and Witchcraft Demons, which would have made a great movie.
It's a great title.
Better than Aliens and
how did
Cowboys.
we not go through the 90s without this being made? That's my question. I mean, listen, we got Mars Attacks, but we didn't get this. I feel like this is a huge wasted opportunity.
Yeah. People made Sharknado, but we can't make this movie?
Yes, precisely. Come on, Sci-Fi Channel, do the work.
Demons.
Yeah.
Aliens versus Demons. It's like better than Aliens versus Predator.
That's right. Yes. But that's still a low bar, but it's okay.
I mean, listen, you can raise the bar. You just have to raise that age rating to above PG-13. That would be raising the bar right there. That's the true Aliens versus
sexy aliens.
Sexy aliens and sexy witchcraft demons.
We could do a remake.
Everybody loves a sexy witchcraft demon.
We could do a remake of Ghostbusters and have Kent Hovind, Pastor Locke, and
oh my God, it's Aliens. Bob Larson.
No. What's the other guy? Pat Towell.
What about Benny Hinn?
Matt Powell.
Matt Powell. those three in not in a Cadillac, but in I don't know, an AMC Pacer station as the Ghostbusters.
No, not as the Ghostbusters. They'd have to be the ghosts.
Yeah, no, they're going to bust the demons, the Demon Busters, in an AMC Pacer station, and then made up like the Cadillac that they had in Ghostbusters.
You're being too nice to them. No, they got to be the bad guys. Yeah.
And Randolph, is there something you're sharing?
Dinosaur Busters.
You were talking about space aliens earlier and some conspiracy stuff. I thought it'd be a good fit back then. It's a short video.
There you go.
Here's
the evidence.
Videos.
It's 100% proof right there. You did both. Good job. Good job, Randolph.
Yeah, it's in my meme collection. I don't know where it got from.
Randolph,
this is where I want Oz's.
Amy,
That's right.
You're not gonna get. You got to scrub that, or you won't get your check.
I was about to say, yep.
I'm a NASA shill, a very proud NASA shill, so I have to make sure that can't get shown to the public.
Too late.
You cannot know.
What's going to be great is if Nathan Thompson sees this and takes that clip from you and says, "Look, they proved it."
That clip's going around. I'm not sure who made it.
Well,
but,
we can't take that as
Face
evidence,
is fake.
Randolph, because I've learned from the flat earthers that you can't actually take video evidence. So that's
right.
actually false, fake flat
Amy.
earth propaganda.
Are you serious? That's a thing?
Yeah. Hell yeah, that's a thing.
Oh god.
It's
These
all
people
could be
these people are so stupid.
No.
Yeah.
They're not. They're smart.
Amaretto, you are CGI.
They're just the right amount. They're just the right amount. So they're stupid because of the initial belief, but they're not completely stupid. So what they've done is they've taken that stupid belief and they've created what seem to be entire arguments around it.
Oh, it's like that. What is it? That one dude that we were talking about last night. That Randolph, he was so mad that. Well, the guy that was ranting about you.
Oh,
Darth Dawkins.
Yes, that's kind of what we were talking about him last night. That's kind of the same thing he does, isn't it? Kind of circular,
no.
logic trees.
Darth Dawkins.
Is it that, or do you mean Smokey? Smokey was calling me out personally.
Oh, God.
Darth Dawkins is much more intelligent than most of the flat earthers I've encountered.
That's a bold statement, friend.
I have to disagree with that as well.
I gotta say though, when it comes to flat earthers, I'm sure that about half of them are only joking. The problem is I can't tell them apart from the real ones.
I truly hope so.
But Amy, I'm really sad that you said we can't share video, because I was just about to ask you whether or not I could share some video.
You could. Is it short?
She never said that.
Yeah,
I don't think I said that, but sure.
Hold on.
Now, somebody else made the joke that we had to scrub that so that she could get her YouTube
gotcha,
channel.
gotcha.
I
broke character for a second.
At least I think
gotcha.
Oh wow!
There you go.
Oh, that's great.
That's epic.
Woo-hoo! Official NASA shill.
That's
there
epic.
You go,
that's
baby.
wonderful, Peter. I want Peter to put up
another. Did I just? Okay,
Peter.
for a second I thought I kicked Peter. No,
Peter, I sent you something on Twitter.
I'm still here.
You gotta put that face up while you do that funny voice you had earlier.
Well, I got a question. Was that CGI or was that real? I couldn't tell.
So I'll okay. Don't tell anyone, but I made that.
No, really?
Dun,
got
dun,
me.
Dun.
Oh, it's very good.
Yeah, there's actually no photographs of the Earth. They're all CGI composites. Go figure.
That's right.
Go figure. It's all a conspiracy.
Yep.
And hold on.
All fakery.
Peter, you got to check your Twitter private messages.
Sunflower is probably the one at the top. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
It's a good guess.
Amy, can I share one more because I did a custom one?
Sure. So we're gonna share that, and then we're gonna move into our outros. I should have like an outro video, like boom, 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 outros.
Yeah, Peter can make it for you.
No problem.
Yeah. He's good at that.
So this is the custom version. See if anyone recognizes someone.
Wait, did we just see this?
No.
Oh, nice.
Buzz. That was actually sent to Buzz Aldrin.
Oh wow!
So that I like the fact that people shared that with him.
Did he respond?
He shared it on Twitter.
Oh, he likes it. Very good.
Yes.
Congratulations, Peter. Well done.
Yeah, there was a guy who was retweeting his stuff, and I made it for that guy, and that guy shared it with Buzz Aldrin, and that got a like.
Nice.
So
yeah,
that was funny.
Oh, that's great, Peter.
You reached the buzz.
Woohoo! So, thank you for being a fabulous paid NASA shill.
That's right.
And with that, guys, I think we're going to move into our outros.
He's one of the best shills. He's like the manager of the UFO shill.
The manager of UFO. The manager of the UFOs. Take me to your leader of the UFO. What did he say? The UFO
Moloch. Yeah.
And okay, guys, we're going back in reverse order. I think Amaretto, you're the newest one to join us tonight.
I joined kind of late tonight. Sorry.
No, I saw you in chat, which means you were having fun in chat. But that, what are your final thoughts? We've been midnight ranting on aliens and witchcraft demons.
My final thought is that we should definitely be educating people more about how to recognize these types of frauds and fakes, regardless of how you feel about faith and what people believe. At the same time, stuff like this is only going to cause people to get manipulated and taken advantage of, and that's definitely not, if you're a person of faith, in line with any doctrine that I know of. So yeah, that's kind of what I think on that. But
maybe Scientology. No.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's if anybody has any opinions or anything else, I'm Amaretto Kitten on Twitter. I'm mostly arguing with my line of specialty tends to be more on socio-political issues. But Amy and I have been arguing and talking about this kind of stuff off and on for like over a decade, so I don't mind joining in on this kind of stuff for a while. I'm not an atheist, but you know, for LGBT socio-political progressivism and
Praise Moloch. Praise Moloch.
See, I like to think of myself as a healthily skeptic person of faith. You know, so I'm not going to say that I fully agree with all the people who are like, yeah, no, religion, God, all this stuff. But, you know, at the same time, you know, Amy and I have healthy debates on it too. I'm not completely in the atheist camp. But, you know, the big thing is, you know, we're still able to come and talk and have a rational discussion and have fun with each other. So at the end of the day, I think no matter who believes in what, that's one of the most important things.
That's right.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Ramen. And okay, we're moving down the line. Mubarak. We are midnight ranting on aliens and witchcraft demons. I'm sure a common topic in your life.
Yeah, I just want to say that aliens are real. Witchcraft works better than medicine. Demons, we live with them every day. So it's.
I'll get the magic crystals ready for you.
Oh, here we go.
Crystal and essential oils all wrapped around us.
Say hi to Lilith for me and Moloch.
Woohoo! Well, thank you so very much, Mubarak. I'm going to take that with me to heart. And so we're moving.
Amy, one moment. Mubarak, that you have to share where people can find you.
Oh, absolutely.
They could find me on Twitter at I think it's Mubarak something. Yeah, Mubarak Abu Sharif. That's my name, or MGAASLY. It's the at MGASLY. I don't know why I use that, but it's been so long I don't even know what the letters mean anymore. So
we all remember our first
You'll
screen
know.
name, and it's
Yeah.
And Mubarak is modest. You can also find him bi-weekly on Arn Ross channel. He's one of the best people on there on Arn Ross panel during Quran lessons.
I haven't been there
Right
in the
on.
last two because I have.
And I have to convey a message. Arn is wondering why you're not there. He misses you.
Oh, you don't see me right now, but I'm start crying. Okay. No, I have been traveling, going to see my partner, my girlfriend. We live separately. We have a healthy relationship as long as it stays 1,600 miles away.
I've been in relationships like that.
It happens. And okay, thank you so very much, Mubarak. And moving down, Randolph. We have been midnight ranting on, the average topic, aliens and witchcraft demons. What are your thoughts?
Well, witchcraft is kind of interesting, but aliens seem to scale much better to the size of our universe and beyond. So I guess there's more potential for story there. Earlier you were showing the woman getting an exorcism, and I do feel that those things are scams, and it's
Ramen.
To me it's very unfortunate that people are seeking treatment from that, which seems crazy to me, instead of seeking actual medical help if they have a condition, or the appropriate psychotherapist or whatever. And I think it shouldn't be allowed for these churches to provide these kinds of services other than for entertainment purposes. And that restriction, as far as I know, is not imposed on any of them anywhere. And I think it's doing a real disservice to humanity, because it's misleading people into thinking it's providing a real solution. So that's like what Amaretto was saying. People need to be better educated in how to spot these kinds of scams and be able to make better informed decisions. So, yeah, I'm glad that you covered it here, and everybody making fun of it. Good. More people make fun of these things, and the less seriously people will take them, and that will hopefully be at least one effort on the front of putting a stop to them in the long run. So thank you for doing that.
We're here to blow the lid off of it.
Thank you so very much for that. And I agree.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best, I don't want to say, I guess antidote is sometimes laughter. Just because of how serious they do take it. It's, yeah.
And quickly, if people want to find out more about the organization I run, you can see the website at www.canadianatheists.ca. Also, do take a look at www.normalizeatheism.ca. Thank you very much.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you, Randolph.
Thank you so very much, Randolph. And so we're heading down the line. Will, we have been midnight ranting on the average topic of aliens and witchcraft demons. What are your thoughts?
Let's hear from a real Christian.
Yeah.
So people often ask me how I can tell the difference between a false belief and a true belief, and I think we saw evidence of that tonight.
Well, that's your opinion.
I also believe that theology holds a special place in hell for people that take advantage of people like that, if he is truly taking advantage of them. But I also do believe that demons do exist, and that God has sovereignty over them, and he can call them out as he wills.
Do you believe any demons ever get elected?
Great question.
Absolutely not.
I mean, listen. How else are we going to explain Mitch McConnell?
Yeah, wasn't Donald Trump elected recently?
No, we kicked him out recently.
He got exercised.
He got exercised.
He got juiced.
Well, thank you so very much, Will. And so we're moving. We only have Peter, our special guest host. We are Midnight Ranting on Alien and Witchcraft Demons. I think that was the last porn I watched. How are you? And what are your thoughts?
Okay. As you can see by my avatar, demons are not real. That is my actual appearance.
Oh wow.
That's how I look.
You look like somebody I know in real life who's.
Did Master give you a sock?
I did shave and take off my hat when I played in Harry Potter, where I died sadly.
You still got that sock?
Well, I died and I went to heaven, so the sock stayed on Earth, and no one knows where to find it because no one knows exactly where Dobby lives in the last part of his life. So
you're just covering for the clothes dryer, aren't you?
Yeah. So no, but demons aren't real. Aliens might be. We haven't found them yet, but they might be. I'm not ruling it out. I don't think that we're the only life in the universe because it's just too big. There has to be something. I also would like to shill something because today I was asked to host a conversation, and that's on the channel of David P. Neff. It's so not the one that is in the chat here often.
I was going to say, can you say that one more time?
David P. Neff, and that's Neff.
P. Neff,
and not P. Ness. P. Ness is the guy who's visiting here sometimes.
Gotcha.
Not entirely sure.
No.
Not entirely sure who he is.
That's good.
David P. Neff is real, and so on Tuesday, I think it's 8 p.m. Central. He's interviewing. Let me look. Jennifer Pingley, and Jennifer Pingley is running for Congress in Maryland. So he asked me to produce that show for him. So I'm going to make some artwork so it'll look nice, and that's going to happen on Tuesday, 8 p.m.
Well, congratulations, Peter. That's great.
Look for that. And so we're moving down to our last special guest host, Big Screen Bird. We have been Midnight Ranting as you do about aliens and witchcraft demons.
Yep.
I can't remember the last time. It's been, you do it so often that eventually the subject gets boring.
Mm-hmm.
But, so what are your thoughts?
So I have a little prop here. This is a Lego minifigure of Indiana Jones.
Oh, wow.
This is actual proof that demons and aliens exist because he was in a movie. So that's all I have to say.
Well, thank you so very much, Big Screen Bird.
There, Big Screen Bird. Thank you.
Hey, I mean, it speaks for itself.
We ask people to bring evidence forward, and once in a while they do.
Yep, that's right.
And okay, with that, I'm gonna hand it off to James. James, I think I've been hallucinating. It says aliens and witchcraft demons. Is that the topic? Have we been talking about aliens and witchcraft demons?
Yeah. We have been, we have for 3.5 hours, but this was a really fun video to go through, and I knew that we would have to at some point nail Bob Larson or Bob Larceny here, expose some of his charlatanism, probably hopefully make a small dent in his contributions. But hey, if you like him, go in at the the sword bear level.
right.
So you go at the sword bearer level, then you get the emojis, and then you can pay to fight the devil with
right.
Bob.
Right.
For Jesus. Praise God.
For Jesus.
Praise Jesus.
Yep.
Praise Moloch. Yeah, Moloch. There
Moloch.
And Lilith.
He's in
Lilith.
charge now. And
She was the
Lilith.
nastiest of them all. Lilith. Moloch,
Lilith is my
UFOs.
co-host. That's you need to stop bad mouthing Lilith. Lilith is my co-host. She's Adam's ex-wife and is a co-host on my channel.
You ought to take it up with Pastor Bob.
That's right.
You know, real quick, as far as like Lilith goes, I think it's really messed up that they call Lilith a demon in like some sects of Christianity. It's just because she didn't want to obey Adam. Like that's basically it. Because she was a boss ass bitch and wasn't going to be subservient. She was cast out and became a demon. I think that's just so fucked.
I have to clarify a little bit. I call Lilith the female Hitchens, so I want to see Lilith go up with Pastor Bob. That's going to cause Pastor Bob a lot of demon visits in his dreams. I assure you.
That would be amazing.
Amazing. And okay.
It's amazing.
Amazing. You know Destiny's a girl's name. Okay. And you all had sorry. I hope you all had a fun time on this Midnight Ranting Aliens and Witchcraft Demons, where we went on an alien adventure of demonic proportions. I want to thank James W. with our guest hosts, Peter, Randolph Richardson, Will Stewart, Big Screen Bird, and Amaretto, along with all the lovely people in chat who make this stream so much fun, and our mods who keep everything awesome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that all button icon so you can be part of our live streams on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, or come join us at our Discord for some memeing fun. Finally, if you'd like to help make more awesome content or to support the channel, feel free to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Amy Newman. I'm Amy Newman. At the commander level. Only at the commander level. I'll see you all on the next episode of Skeptic Ball Z.